celebs, pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, I preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Got some celebs, pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, I preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself. Big up everyone inside. Smash the likes, my peoples. Smash the likes on your way in. Just press the button. Don't be a hater. Smash the likes, peoples. Yeah, big up everyone inside, man. Big up the whole Metric community. You know me, man. I'm here always bringing you the news. If you lot missed all the stuff earlier on, go to the earlier show, and there's loads of stuff there as well. But I'm going to update you what's happened since. Loads of stuff's come at me. Loads of stuff. It's gone mad. But we're going to get straight into it anyway. I'm going to share my screen. Should I share my screen? No. I'm going to get into some of the info first, and then we'll get into it slowly but surely. So no problem. Let's start with the boy Garnacho. This geezer, mate. Every day we're hearing something about this guy. He's going somewhere. Is he not? Bayern's coming. He's turned them down. Saudi's coming now. He's turned them down. Every day, bro. Every single day. Look at this. So Alejandro Garnacho and Chelsea remain very advanced, and all parties expected it to happen. Garnacho has rejected a new approach now from Saudi Pro League. Remember hearing something about Al-Nassr wanted him. That was the last time a Saudi came in ages ago, when Ronaldo wanted him or something. But that's what's happened in the last 48 hours. He's rejected a bid, but he's rejected basically. Saudi won him and he's rejected it. So I don't know. I never thought he would have went to Saudi anyway. Bayer Leverkusen's been interested in him. Bayern Munich, Tottenham. There's been a few different clubs that's been interested in Garnacho, but he only wants to go to Chelsea. And it's been made clear every single day. Garnacho tells us, and Fabrizio tells us about this deal. I'm going to show you how much times Fabrizio's told us about this deal in a minute. Don't worry. And then we had Ben Jacobs, who came out today as well and said Chelsea expected to sign Alejandro Garnacho despite seeing multiple bids rejected. Clubs likely to reach an agreement this week. Terms in place with Garnacho. That's the personal terms. So that's already been signed off. That's cool. He's only on 50K, so that was never going to be an issue anyway. And it says Chelsea focused on other outgoings as well, including Tyreek George to Roma. So the Garnacho thing is picking up, man. It's picking up. The boy David Ornstein came out as well earlier. If you see, look at the top right, and it says 8:03 in the morning. Alejandro Garnacho is expected to end up at Chelsea. A couple of bids have been rejected so far, but talks continue with anticipation. I can never say that straight away, you know. Anticipation that this materialize even on deadline day. So that's gonna happen. It's seeming like a certainty. This is gonna be a done deal. Fabrizio's been talking about this, putting it on his life, saying it's gonna happen. Here we go, blah blah blah. Obviously, the window closed on Monday, so he's saying it's definitely gonna happen. And then he goes on to say, I'm told also that Saudi club called again in the recent days to ask about the situation. Why Garnacho still not gone to Chelsea? So that's what the Saudi club wanted to know. They're thinking, raw, why is Garnacho still not gone to Chelsea? So yeah, and Garnacho basically said, listen, I'm all right. I want to go to Chelsea. That's it. That was the answer that was given. Thanks, but it's not about the money. Garnacho wants to play for Chelsea. Listen, let me tell you something. Fabrizio is so, I don't know what's going on, but Fabrizio, the way he's been bigging this up and talking about Garnacho, I think Garnacho's agent has paid him so much, because every single day or two, he lets us know that he's going to Chelsea. We've already known this for ages, mate. All we're missing is the here we go for this, because he's been letting us know forever that he's going to Chelsea and Chelsea only. So he's getting a big pay for this, because all these clubs are coming in, but no one else ain't talking about it apart from Fabrizio. Bayern Munich came in for Garnacho. Saudi's coming for him now. No one else ain't saying these things or these bids. It's just Garnacho and Fabrizio. I'm telling you, his agent's paying Fabrizio to come out here and say all these things. So that's what happened. This was what happened earlier about Garnacho. And then obviously since then, we've had some more news come out about Garnacho. And this is it now. Look, got Chelsea value Garnacho at 35 million. Manchester United still want 50 million. We've gone out there and we're saying, bro, you've gone mad. Let me show you why we want 50 million. And as you can see here by the Guardian Sport, it's gone and said, Chelsea now want to pay a 35 million fixed fee for Garnacho, but Man United want 50 million. They have pointed out to Chelsea that Elanga and Madueke statistics are inferior to Garnacho's. Chelsea could go up to 40 million, including add-ons, in an attempt to get the deal done. So they might go up to 40 million now. I've always said 45 million, all in all, isn't that bad. I'll be real with you. We can't get 50 million because we had arguments with this guy. It came out everywhere. So they're looking to go up to 40 million, as I said, and they have pointed out to Chelsea that Elanga and Madueke statistics, bro, this guy's got more goals and assists. Let's forget Elanga for a minute. Let's just talk about Madueke and Gittins, because that's two players that were both part of Chelsea, right? They bought Gittins from Dortmund, 55 million. They bought and they sold Madueke to Arsenal for 52 million. He's got more goals and assists than both of them put together. Both of them, not put together. That's mad. But yeah, Madueke and Gittins, Garnacho's got more goals and assists than both of them in the last 2 seasons. You sold one for 55, Madueke, 52, sorry, and then you bought one for 55, Gittins. Of course, we should get 50 million. Come on, man. So my thing is 45, I'm cool with that. Give me 45 minimum. Even if it says they're willing to go up to 40. So 40 plus 5 million in add-ons, no problem. We can go out there and spend triple that money. I'm cool with that. So that's the situation with him. They're talking some 35 million thing, which is crazy. Like, they need to snap their head and just know their thing. But then again, Jacob Steinberg, let me show you, look, because you don't know me. I always tell you about the journalists. Jacob Steinberg, he's the guy that said Erik ten Hag has been sacked after the FA Cup final, which wasn't true. So take him with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, he's been sacked, Erik ten Hag, and he never got sacked after the final. We all know that. He stayed on. So Jacob Steinberg said that. So he likes to jump the gun a little bit. But he's a London-based journalist. So with West Ham and Chelsea's and that, you might know a thing or two. But yeah, man, the Guardian Sports come out and said what they've said, man. They've said, bro, we want 50 million. We've known we want 50 million. We've been saying that forever. Give us our 50 million, we'll be all right with that. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with this Chelsea thing. But Fabrizio, he's been saying it's going to be a here we go. Ornstein's come out today and said Garnacho is expected to end up at Chelsea. Ben Jacobs has come out and said Chelsea expected to sign Alejandro Garnacho despite seeing multiple bids rejected. Clubs likely to reach an agreement this week. Terms in place with Garnacho. So all three of the big dogs. Ben Jacobs worked his way up where he can be a big dog now. Fabrizio, Ornstein, and Ben Jacobs are all saying it's going to happen. Fabrizio's gone even further to say, here we go, it's going to happen. Like, I maintain my position from July that here we go is going to happen. So, bruv, we're going to see what happens, man. But it seems like it's certain that he's going to be a Chelsea player. And I think he wants to stay and go to Chelsea because he wants to prove a point. That's what I think. I think he could go to Bayern Munich. All you'll do is be behind Elise or Diaz. You're going to go to Chelsea the way they've got about 10 wingers. You're barely going to play, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand why but that's why I think it's just an ego thing where he wants to go and show that, yeah, I'm better than you think I am, Ruben. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is what's looking with Garnacho, man. Let me get some of these comments and I'll get into I told you, we got loads of news, my peoples. Make sure you lot smash the likes. We've just started. We're going to get into everything. Loads of news to cover. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new. We're always here. Hey, Mitch, how are you? I'm all good, my brother, man. Smash the likes, my peoples. Make sure you lot are hitting the like button. We need it to go bananas. I went on for a week. The algorithm slowed down. We need to get it back up. Come on, my peoples. Let's go. FIFA teams. FIFA. Thames always comes here with a FIFA team every day. Facts, bro. Pay a lot of money. I am sick about Man United, bro. Man United is crap, I'm guessing. 40 plus 20 in add-ons or Garnacho stay. 60 million. I don't think we're getting that mighty D. I don't think we're getting 60 million still, I'll be real. This is what it's saying that they want. They want to pay 35. They're taking the piss. And Chelsea are one of the best when it comes to selling players. I don't know about buying, I think they did bump themselves when they bought Enzo Fernandez for 120 and all that. But yeah, they're one of the best when it comes to selling anyway. But that's what they're looking at. They're looking at 35 million. We're saying 50, and they're saying that they have pointed out to Chelsea that Elanga and Madueke's statistics are inferior to Garnacho's. Chelsea could go up to 40 million. So they might go up to 40 million, including add-ons, in an attempt to get it done. So what? I don't understand that. So what are they trying to say? 35 plus 5? Nah, bro. We need a 40 plus 5 minimum. I'm not taking nothing but 45 minimum for Garnacho, bro. 45. I'm talking about with add-ons included. If they come with a 40 million bid, then 5 million add-ons, no problem. But bro, come on, bro. This guy is better than Madueke with his stats. If we're getting off stats, what they've done with us with Mbeumo, why we had to pay 70 million, 65, whatever? Because they were sitting there saying, look, Alanga's gone for that. Everyone talks about stats, bro. Garnacho's got better stats than Gittins and Madueke. Madueke went for 52. Gittins came for 55. See you later, mate. Yeah, just pay the money and move on. Allow it. Pay up Chelsea or your boy with no football for 6 months. And he's trying to say you don't mind as well, Cornish. He's trying to say you don't mind. This is what Fabrizio's putting out about Garnacho, that he doesn't mind to sit in the reserves for 6 months or a year. He didn't even make the Argentinian team. Have you not been seeing, yeah, that basically all the teams are putting out their internationals now? Brazilian team, Antony's not in that team. He's not in the Brazilian national team. Casemiro and Cunha are. And then we got Garnacho's not in the Argentinian team. So all these players that are sitting in the bomb squad, sitting in the under 21s, training at 5 o'clock when everyone's gone home, it's not going good for them at the moment. Do you come to the say to you, Joe? So right this second, it's not going good for them. It's not nothing like, oh, they're excited. Nah, bro. They're sitting on the sideline thinking, bruv, I'm not in the international team. I need this move, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, we've got some bombers coming for you lot. I'm going to show you lot what's going on. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes, peoples. Come on, my peoples. Why teams like to play hard game with Man United. Let me tell you why they play hard with us. Because when we go for other clubs, when we go to another club, say we go to, let me make an example, everyone we bought, yeah? Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko, Lammens, let's say that we're going to buy him, etc. See, all of these players that I've just said, even Belieber, yeah? So let me talk about them 5. See, all them players. Cunha, he starts for Wolves right now. If we didn't buy Cunha, right, he would be starting for Wolves right now. Mbeumo starts for Brentford right now. Sesko starts for Leipzig right now. Belieber starts for Brighton right now. Lammens starts for Royal Antwerp. Every single player we're going for starts for their team. Every player that people want from us does not start. And everyone knows our problems have gone worldwide. Everyone knows you don't want them. They're surplus to requirements. Yo, let us just get them off your hands. Come on, you have to make it happen. Now it's the last week. They're trying to play mind games and come and get them for the cheapest price ever. That's why teams are playing these games, because they know we don't want them. And that's why they can't. They don't play it with us, because we're actually coming for players that start. It's like basically if someone comes in right now and tries to go for Ahmad starts. So if someone comes for Ahmad right now, we can say, are you crazy? We want 60 million or something, 70 million, and you have to pay the 70 all around it or you're gone. But because you're coming for players right now that we don't even play, they're not even trained with the team. Never mind like they're on the bench. These players don't even train with the team. So of course you can come there and say, bro, listen, we know what's going on. You want him to go. He's not even training with you lot. He's part of the under 21s. We've agreed personal terms. Just take a 35. They're trying to bump us. As you can see, Chelsea want 35 million. They're trying a little scam, but bro, I think we've held out for long anyway. So hopefully, like I said, I wouldn't mind personally 40 million plus 5 for Garnacho. I wouldn't mind that. Even though that's still a bump when you look at Madueke and Gittins and that he's better than both of them with his statistics in the last 2 years. Even though I would still just take the 45 and just run. Like, let's just, because remember, let me show you something. Once we sell Garnacho, we can spend 3 times that money, bro. So even if we got 40 million, we could go out there and spend 120 because he's pure profit. He's from the academy. Same with Rashford. So you lot don't know what we can do as soon as this guy goes. As soon as he goes, bam, we might just go out there and get Belieber. Who knows? You know what I'm trying to say? Because you got a player that wasn't going to play anyway. So Garnacho was going to be with the under 21s, not playing anyway. And now you can go out there and actually spend it on someone that will come in and play. So this is what's going on, man. We'll see what happens, man. But that's why they play hard with Man United, because they're coming for players that are not even wanted. It's just like us going for someone that someone don't want. It should be an easy deal, really. Chelsea out there spending so much big money on players, they don't want to pay up for Garnacho. But to be honest with Chelsea, they sell good, man. They sell good. I saw the chart today. They sell so good. I think they've only spent like 15 million of their own money. Look at all the signings they've done. They've only spent like 15 million because they sell so much players. All their deadwood, they sell. The Sassy's nearly gone now. Joao Felix and Cuckoo's nearly gone. Anyone that Chelsea don't want, they just get rid of them. It's crazy. At the very least, these sales, we need to get Agumi. No real links to Agumi. Only Sevilla links, Spanish links, but no real links like from Ornsteins and that about Agumi. To be real with you, Metch, I'm fuming right now. Which one do you prefer? 4-3-3 or getting rid of Bruno Casemiro? Might sound crazy. I want your answer and then I'll tell you after. I don't really care about the position. I don't care about the what's it called? The formation and that, bro. Because we were playing 4-3-3 before, innit? 4-3-2-1 with Ten Hag. And it was terrible. So I don't really care about the position. And I'm not really reactionary. Do you know what I mean? I don't really go off that. Like, I'm not really angry anymore because, bro, we watched the first game against Arsenal. It was all optimistic. Hey, if we get Belieber, we might get top 4, top 6. Second game against Fulham, we all feel like we've lost. We didn't even lose, but we feel like we've lost because it was so bad the second half. So it's like now everyone's talking about the position, the formations and all that, bro. I'm not like, well, let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm on the patient side of things. Let him rot if Chelsea won't pay the 50 million. His wages, yeah, he's only like 50k, so it's calm. And about Lammens, Metch, what did I miss? You're literally here. We've started with the Garnacho thing. I'm going to run through it, one more, summarize it, and then we're going to get in. Don't worry, you've come at the right time, Shivran. This was meant to be our star boy. Yeah, he was, but his attitude, he thinks he's a star already. If he knows he's a star boy, he'll be calm, but he already thinks he's a star. Sancho and Garnacho are the worst. Sancho's the worst, 1,000,000%. Like, he gets the crown, 100%. Big up fella, Garnacho, a done deal. No. When does keeper coming to United? Keeper, we should have a keeper in the next 48 hours. I'm going to show you lot everything in a minute. You don't know how we do it, but I need you lot to smash the likes, my peoples. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Hit the likes, peoples. Come on, it does wonders. 45 plus 5 minimum. Amram will come good. His first season, take some time, but he'll cook. We should not sell Garner and keep him reserves. Nah, but bro, you don't understand what we're probably going to do with that money, Shivan. You're sitting now and you're probably going to say, we need a midfielder, but we can sell Garnacho tomorrow, for example, and you don't know how much we can go out there and spend. We might be waiting to sell him to get a midfielder. We don't know what's going on. What's the triple bomber? I'm going to get into all that in a minute, United. Don't watch nothing. You know I don't do clickbait. It's coming. Trust me. Get us athletic CM right now. It's coming, man. It's coming. Metric community. Like and subscribe. All right, big up yourself, Man United, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples. Come on. Let's get it. He does mine. It's just PR. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Garnacho saying that he don't mind staying in the under 21s. So let me. I'm gonna get this last comment there. I'm gonna go through it, and then we'll get straight into the next thing, so I can show you what's going on. Ruben, please stop playing midfield too, or you end up sacking yourself. Cool. I'm gonna get into the thing. Don't worry. I'm gonna get back into these comments, make them come true. Let me show you. Whoever's just come in the chat, this is what's going on right now. We've started off with Garnacho, and it's very advanced. Fabrizio's told us about 100 times. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna show you how much times Fabrizio's told us. But anyways. Apparently, a bid's coming from Saudi in the last 48 hours or something, or even approach. Let me not say bid. Approach from Saudi came in the last 48 hours, and he said he only wants Chelsea, bro. I don't even know if that's true, because he's the only one that ever talks about these approaches. Bayern Munich first, now Saudi. I think Garnacho, his agent, is paying Fabrizio or something. And I want to show you that way. Ben Jacobs has come out and said Chelsea expected to sign Garnacho. Terms in place. Clubs are likely to reach an agreement this week. Blah, blah, blah. And then David Ornstein, the GOAT. I think he's the number one out of all of them. Ornstein's come out and said Garnacho is expected to end up at Chelsea. A couple of bids have been rejected so far, but talks continue with anticipation that it materializes even on deadline day. So that should happen. And Fabrizio came out before and said, here we go, his promise, basically. Let me show you what's the... Oh, yeah, cool, sorry. And then we got this, obviously... Jacob Steinberg's come out and said they want to pay 35, we want 50. We're standing by that. We've been standing by that since however long we've been talking to them. And then the Guardian said, Chelsea want to pay 35 million, blah, blah, blah. We want to pay 50. They have pointed out to Chelsea that Elanga and Madueke's stats are inferior to Garnacho's. Garnacho's got better stats than Madueke, Gittins in the last 2 years. And he's younger. He's got more potential. So how can you sell one for 52, buy another one for 55, but then say, nah, we want to pay 35 for Garnacho? Why? It doesn't even make no sense. Like I said, Chelsea could go up to 40 million, including add-ons, in an attempt to get the deal done. I don't mind a 45, but I think anything under 40, we're bumping ourselves fully. Like, we're literally taking the piss out of ourselves. Look at this. Let me show you something about this Fabrizio thing. You don't think I'm going mad? Look at this. This is how much times Fabrizio has posted about Garnacho to Chelsea. Look, even if you look at the top, there's some I can't even fit into the screen. And I'm telling you now, there's way more, but I couldn't put it on the screen. Look how much times. Every single one of them is a different article, by the way. Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. He's waiting for his move to happen patiently. Bro, this is every single time he's posted about him. And you're trying to tell me his agent isn't paying him. His agent isn't paying him to keep posting about it. Every single one of them. Let me make the screen a bit closer so you lot can see. Look at this. That's me, safe. That's me again. Look at that. It's crazy, bro. He's definitely paying him to do something, some sort of promo, because there's no way my man's going to... Every single one is, look, Garnacho to Chelsea. And then he came out and he said, I maintained my position since July. And here we go will happen. So he knows something different about this, where he's posting about it nearly every single day. And on top of that, he's saying that here we go is 100% going to happen. He will be a Chelsea player. 100%. This is what he said. But cool, we'll move on from that anyway. But that's just me showing you that Fabrizio, he knows something different about this that I don't know. Cool. We got the Lammens stuff now. The boy Lammens. There's an ongoing race between Galatasaray and Man United for the signature of Sene Lammens. This is from a link. This is from a Turkish link. They're talking about Galatasaray. Remember, I showed you the other day about a hijack. They're trying to hijack it or whatever. Cool, no problem. Then we get into HLN. I think that's more of a Royal Antwerp, whatever. And he goes, Galatasaray have produced an increased offer for Sene Lammens, but the player prefers Manchester United. He wants to come to United. He's not on this joke team. McGrath's come out here and said Man United have more work to do with personal terms with Sene Lammens and his agents. When England last week, Royal Antwerp valued him between 25 and 30. Well, that's a bit interesting, McGrath, because you're saying all of that, but Fabrizio came out the other day and said the total opposite, that we've already agreed personal terms. Alex Crook said it as well. So what are you talking about? TalkSport, they've all come out and said we've agreed personal terms already. The deal was kind of imminent that he didn't play. He didn't play the other day. That's how close it was. But McGrath is coming out here today and saying we still got agreed personal terms, 25 to 30 million. When I think, what's his name? Fabrizio said it's 25 million. That's what they want. 25 million euros is what they're looking at. So that's true. But personal terms are already done on the 22nd of August. And the fact that you haven't played, when you don't play, it's because it's close. If he hasn't agreed personal terms, why would he not play? He could have said, bro, I'm not interested yet. I need to make my mind up. Let me play. He's not played because they know how close it is. So I think McGrath is talking nonsense about that anyways. But yeah, so that's what's come out. And then I've got some other news about Lammens as well. Let me show you that now. You know me, brother. Don't do the clickbait thing. If I say it's there, it's there. Trust me. So big up the boy Lammens. He's dying. This is his dream move. He's dying to make it happen. Like, they're not even playing him. They're not even risking him nothing. So this is the news about Lammens. And this Keezer, I'll tell you that now. Remember, I always tell you that about the journalist. He is tier 1, this Keezer. Let me show you that. Michelle, he's tier 1. He's certified. He just comes out, says what he says, keeps it moving. Man United is very optimistic to finalize the deal in the next 2 days. That's 48 hours. Yeah? Cool. Bam. So Vivel's come out and said that. And yeah, so that's the latest on Lammens, which is 1 hour ago, literally. Finalize the deal in the next 2 days. So Lammens looks like he's more or less done. There's bare talks about Galatasaray and all of this, but all of them links that are saying this Galatasaray stuff are not certified. I'll tell you that now. That's little Turkish links and whatnot, and we can't sit there and say they're solidified. So I don't know who they are. So yeah, that's the latest on Lammens. Is in 48 hours, this deal should be done. Personal terms are done. I don't know about that report I just showed you. I don't know what he's talking about, but there's some talks about a hijacking there. I show you like everything. If it's good, bad, whatever, I show you lot. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. But that's the latest that's come out about Lammens, that 48 hours, he should be a Manchester United player. Yeah, and then from Lammens, I'll move straight into another goalkeeper, Onana. Because now it's looking like a domino. It's going mad. Graham Bailey's come out today and said agents have held active talks with a number of clubs about a loan deal for Andre Onana. and we can confirm one of those clubs is West Ham United. I know West Ham just bought that keeper from Leicester, so I don't know if they're still interested or not. Onana's position on his future at United has changed in the last week. Whilst he's understood why he was not called up to face Arsenal, the decision to leave him out against Fulham was shocked to him and a number of his teammates. Onana was not happy, blah, blah, blah. And that's the article there, basically. So he's been offered that loan. So is it a thing where Lammens comes in and that pushes out Onana? I don't know what's going on. Apparently, Onana, Mainoo, and Benjamin Sesko are all starting tomorrow against Grimsby. And obviously, if you lot saw that my man's gone and done his presser, and he said, yeah, we have to rotate. We've got 3 games this week. Because obviously, if you look at Fulham, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, they count it as a whole week, innit? You know what I mean? Saturday's the Burnley game. So Fulham Sunday, Grimsby tomorrow, and then Saturday. So he's counting it as the same week. So that's the situation. So them 3 are going to play. But what do you lot think about Onana? He's not happy. Apparently, Graham Bailey's not the best journalist in the world, but mate, who knows? Who knows what's going on? So let me get a few of these comments, man, and we get into it, man. When we get that 40% of... but I saw this about Greenwood. It was meant to go for 80 million, 70 million, 60 million ages ago. I still ain't seen anything about it. Of course, Garnacho worried he won't play if he still don't come, saying that because he wants to get... Yeah, he's trying to act like he don't care. I know. Imagine being bullied by Betis for another Antony loan. I don't think it's an Antony loan, though, bro. It's like it's going to be obligation after certain things. Garnacho's team is on Fabs. Yeah, bro, he's continuing in talking in the detail about him. He would 100% mind not going to the World Cup. Oh, you reckon, yeah? Bro, I told you, bro. My man is doing a mad thing. United show some balls and demand Andrew Santos. Santos don't want to come anyway. We really need a midfielder. Should have gone for Donnarumma, in my opinion. I don't really rate Donnarumma, you know. Metric community, please like and subscribe. All right, big up yourself, Gamer, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We even got 50 like shit, peoples. Come on, hit the like button. Donnarumma wages, because yeah, that's what it is. Donnarumma's wages are too mad. They don't want to break the wage structure. They bought Gittins for 55 million. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said the same thing. They bought Gittins for 55, Madueke for 52. Garnacho's got better stats than both of them in the last 2 seasons. I remember Gittins were playing for Dortmund as well, where you should be bad in that league up type of thing. I still leave them in the reserves so don't pay the 50 million, and they know it. If Chelsea come in on the last day 40, yeah, we shouldn't do it because we can't replace him with anyone. I think we should take 45 minimum. 45 is not bad. 45 minimum. We've had arguments with him. It's gone out everywhere. Everyone knows. Just take the 45 and cut, bro. Like, just cut the ties. This guy is gonna be here forever. Show me the believer money. Garnacho will play good for Chelsea. They will sell him for 78 to Arsenal. They'll probably sell him that to Arsenal. That's what would happen. Big up yourself, Metch. Keep it up, General. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate it, bro. Man United need to play video. Garnacho versus Everton goal versus Man City goal. Up the price. Yeah, we said play the video to them and tell them we don't even need to do that, bro. We just got to show them Madueke. That's what they're doing themselves. We even got to do it. They're doing it themselves. Look, they're showing them Madueke stats, Alanga stats. Hopefully, they're showing them Gittins as well because they bought Gittins for 55. So we don't even have to show them any videos. We better include a sell-on. Chris Wheeler update at 5 p.m. UK time. It's 5:15, boy. So I don't know. Has anything come out then? But yeah. So that's what's going on. Let's see if anything. Okay, this is the update that we're looking at. Bruno Fernandes. Look, we got a bomber. Gamer, big up yourself. We got a bomber right now. Bruno Fernandes will be open to leaving Man United at the end of the season after so far rejecting strong interest from Saudi Arabia this summer. The United captain wants to stay at Old Trafford for another season and avoid any disruption before playing for Portugal in the World Cup next summer. However, Fernandes will then be open to a new project as he approaches his 32nd birthday and would consider a move to Saudi, MLS, or whatever. But I kind of knew that, you know. I'll be real. I kind of thought that anyway because he's been saying one more year anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's been saying one more year anyway. Like, so I kind of thought he was going to leave anyway next season. That's what I thought it was going to be. But then again, why does he might as well just go now then? You know what I'm trying to say? What, like, you're not going to win the Prem this season, are you? But I get it, actually. I get what he's saying, innit? He's saying he wants to give it one more year in Europe so that obviously he can be guaranteed in the Portuguese team. Obviously, he'll play anyway, probably. But you know these players, they need it to be 100%. That Portuguese team as well, they got guys from all over the place. So he's basically trying to say, that's the same thing Casemiro's saying. The same thing Casemiro saying is this: I don't want to leave this year because I want to be in the Brazilian team. The same thing. So they want to stay in Man United, stay around, and then get their move next year to Saudi. But hopefully, Saudi going to offer us that same 80 million and that. Come on, bro. Hopefully, they come and give us a 60 or something next year. It won't be 80. Big up this channel, Chris Wheeler tweet. Aye, Abdullah, love for that, bro, man. Gamer as well. You lot, this is what I tell you lot all the time. Anything come out, throw it in here, man, so I can see. Because, bro, I can't have these guys on notifications. Some of them just tweet mad stuff. There's 134 people in the room and there's only 34 likes. Hit the likes, people. I don't know what people are having for lunch, man. Stop the hatiness, man. Hit the likes, my peoples. Positive energy only. Hit the likes, man. Enough for that, COD. The reason why we find it difficult to sell is the wages we put our players on. No, the wages that we used to put our players on. You're right. Not anymore. Now, the person that's on the most wages is De Ligt. From in your signings, De Ligt's on the most, and I think it's on like 180. You know what I'm saying? But the old one, the old regime, Rashi, 300, Sancho, Casemiro, it's mental. So yeah, 100%. You're right still. You're right. Metri community, big up Metri. Harvey, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Galatasaray trying to... What's going on, man? You lot are trying to take Lammens, man. Trying to hijack the deal. What's going on there, bro? Amran wanted Lammens at Sporting. He'll be the first choice at United. Hi, Met. This may be correct. Chelsea to try and pick up Garnacho cheap, bench, and the next year for sale. But I don't think they'll be able to sell him for 60, 70 unless he plays. So he'll probably be coming off the bench and doing what he's doing. You're probably right. From the bench, yeah. But would he be 60, 70 though? I don't know, man. I don't know. We are so blind to an athletic CM problem. It's doing my head in. Bro, that's what I'm saying. This is maybe why the Garnacho and all these little deals need to happen. We might actually go and get a midfielder. If the whole world can see it, every single person on Twitter can see it. Opposition fans, rivals, everyone can say, bro, their midfield is meaty. Especially after yesterday watching like the Newcastle game and all that. And what, like, bro, we need to build up our midfield. Probably leak stuff to yeah, for real. I swear, he probably does leak stuff to him. Right, let me get into the rest of the news and I'll get back into these comments, man. Trying to pressurize United. Yeah, my man is definitely giving them a bag. I'll take this last one. Even Garnacho doesn't post this much on his socials. Bro, my man is, I'm telling you that now, he's gave him a bag. Garnacho's agent, he's probably made more than Garnacho's agent than he's made from Man United news and Arsenal news, bro. Because look at that, bro. That's crazy. That is madness. Look, let me make my screen a bit closer. I've got to hide some in the back. That's how mad it is. But let me get into the rest of the news, though, my peoples. I've just showed you about the Lammens stuff. Let's get into Antony now. Bam. Look at this. Betis have reached an agreement in principle to sign Antony. This is from McGrath, Mike. He's got a few right when Onana got injured and Bruno stuff. But he just said something about the personal terms of Lammens. So pinch your salt. But he's saying Real Betis have reached an agreement in principle to sign Antony. Talks have been over a deal where the player would eventually move permanently after an initial loan. So they're going to have some things in there where it's a normal loan, but then it turns into obligation with certain things stretched. And remember, he starts over there. He's a starter. This is not a thing where Garnacho's going to Chelsea. He might not hit certain things, or Hojlund going to Napoli. If Lukaku comes, he don't play certain games. He starts every game for Real Betis. He's a starter. So that should become obligation easy. So we'll see about that. But he's saying it's an agreement is reached in principles where it's done. But whatever. Then we got Man United have received a bid in the last hour from Real Betis for Antony. Understand Man United have not yet responded to the offer, etc. Antony hoping for a Betis response and return, blah, blah, blah. That's Sam C. I don't really rate him too much, but he gets a few things right, mostly for the Premier League and that, but it is what it is. And then obviously Fabrizio's come in and said what he said. Real Betis maintain their confidence to get Antony deal done. Face-to-face talks took place on Monday and continue today. So he said that earlier, and then my man saying that there's agreement. Who knows? Is it done? But it's close, regardless anyway. If they're talking today, Betis offer initial loan and want to get it done ASAP. Still waiting on green light. Antony wants to move. So we know that Antony wants to move. He's been wanting him forever. He turned down Como. He's turned down Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid apparently. He's turned down loads of teams just to go back to Betis. So it seems like it should be done now or anytime soon. I don't know what the here we go is going to come for first. Because they're all looking like they're so close. I mean, what these guys keep doing, Fabrizio's and that, they keep retweeting their tweets. So they'll retweet it. It's like as if something's come out new. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. So that's the situation with Antony. So yeah, bro. I don't know if an agreement's done. If it's done, we'll hear from more people, but that's McGrath saying it. I'll get into Hojlund, Rasmus. This is the stuff about Rasmus now. Look at this. Rasmus has said yes to Napoli. Napoli and Man United have reached an agreement. So everyone is saying agreements. But we ain't got a here we go yet. That's why I'm saying it's loading. This triple bomber is looking like it's going to load. Agreement yesterday on a 5 million loan deal and a 40 million option to buy. This option could become mandatory deal under certain conditions, tied to appearance, goals, above all qualification for next season Champions League. I doubt we'll put that in there, even though they'll definitely get Champions League, but still. But this is what we're kind of doing then, because these clubs are kind of broke. They ain't got the money. It's like, yo, you know what we'll do? We'll give you them a loan, but then let us have some little things in there that what's that? Yeah, let us have some things in there that we can change it and then make it obligation. That's what we're doing now. All right, you can take him alone, no problem. But we're going to put in certain things in there. If he plays 10 games or he scores whatever goals, we're going to change it and make it obligation. Then you cool with that? Yeah, that's cool. And that's what Napoli's been saying from the beginning. That's what Hojlund's been saying. He's been saying, if I leave, I want it to be an obligation. I ain't got time to come back and be part of the bomb squad. Let me just leave, go to the World Cup, and after the World Cup, no, all right, I'm going back to Italy, to my house in Naples, calm. I'm not going to be sitting there and be, oh, do I go back to Man United? Am I going to be part of the bomb squad? Am I going to be under the under-21s? And I keep telling you, he's 5th choice to Ruben, 6th choice when it comes to strikers. We got Sesko, Xerxes, Mason Mount, false 9, Cunha, and Bumo. He'll play all 5 of them up top and then play Hojlund last. So it's not working here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with this. Obviously, this is Sport Witness that came out and said total agreement as well. This is all today's news, guys. Total agreement reached for Manchester United's man exit, race for medical before Thursday, loan with conditional purchase obligation. So this is agreement talks everywhere. Then that's him there talking about basically Hojlund and Garnacho, and he says the deal is almost agreed between Napoli and Manchester United. Final details to clarify with player side, and then Hojlund can travel for medical as new Napoli player. So it's super close, or it's already done. We don't know, but it's super close because he's talking about medicals and that already. Loan with an option to buy, which becomes obligation under certain conditions. So the same thing that he's saying, Fabrizio, is what these other two are saying. Loan that becomes mandatory. Look at that. They're all saying the same thing. Loan with conditional purchase obligation. The same thing he's saying, which becomes obligation under certain conditions. The conditions are appearances and Champions League qualifications for Napoli. So that is Fabrizio saying the same thing them two are saying, but they're saying agreement's done. And they're in Italy. They're where Naples is. So have they got the drop before Fabrizio? Who knows? But he's saying it's close. Hojlund's ready to travel for the medical. So, bro, that could be a here we go any second. You can just see what's going on there. And then obviously it goes on to talk about Garnacho. So, yeah, man, it's going bananas, man. I'll get a few of these messages and I'll get into the next stuff. But it's seeming very close, man, with all of these deals. Every single one of them, it's an agreement now or something. Like, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something getting said about it. Even Garnacho doesn't post that much. And this is what my assumption is. Bruno's going to say it's a tough season for Amran, number 10 players. I think we need to keep Bruno in the number 10. Romano embarrassing himself. Right. We need to hold a midfielder. I think we're going to get a midfielder, man. I'm telling you that, man. There's no way we can see what's going on and they can't. There's no way, bro. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? I think we can see it. They can see it as well. And they're gonna get a midfielder. But we just got to get a few of these cells in. Literally. That's all it is. What is all of this about? Let me show you what's just come out just now. They're moving as if there's something crazy going on with Kobe Mainoo, like he's done a breach. Look at this. A decision to be made in the next 48 hours about the future of Kobe Mainoo. Made by who, bro? I'm going to show you a lot about the Kobe Mainoo stuff in a second as well. Don't worry, I got something for that. 30 million for unproven Belgium league goalkeepers mad. Who's paying 30 million, bro? Where'd you get that from? Who's paying 30 million? It's a 25 million euros. Let's talk about pounds here. It's going to be about 21 million pounds. That's max if we pay 25 million euros or whatever they're asking for. So it's not 30 million. It's not even close to 30 million. I don't think no one said 30 million anywhere. Garnacho went, no. Yeah, I got something about that as well. Don't worry. Mad thing is, when we first heard about, January, exactly. And he's been going mad ever since. Mainoo isn't going anywhere. Mad thing is, we're actually angry. Garnacho, we was angry. And now everyone wants him to go. This will be Wharton still. Unfortunately, we have to wait until next summer. United is pressure cooker. I fear for Lammens. What team do you support, bro? What team do you support, Afetu? Imagine Onana goes to Gala and we get Donnarumma, because I don't rate Donnarumma, man. I'll be real. I prefer Martinez, Costa, Donnarumma. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Onana's still better than Bayern. Need Onana, second option. Donnarumma wages are too high. That's what I'm saying. Why can't people understand that? His wages are too high. He's on 200k already. He's already on 200k. When you sign someone, you've got to tell them, I'm going to give you more. You can't get someone out of their job. Imagine you're where you work right now. Say you got a job. You're getting paid, I don't know, $3,000 a month. No one's going to tell you, come to me and you're going to get $3,000 a month. I've got to sway you somewhere and say, all right, you know what? I'm going to give you 5 now. You know what I'm saying? He's on 200k, so he's going to end up having to be on 250 now. And imagine having 2 number 1 keepers, Donnarumma and Onana. They're both on high wages. They're clashing because one's not playing. It's too much. So they're going for Lammens, understudy to Onana. Hopefully, he ends up taking Onana's throne after. Do you understand? Onana's going to AFCON in December anyway. So that's a month guaranteed with Lammens if he comes true. Guaranteed. So that's the situation, man. So love for that, Neil, man. You understand it already, but I'm just trying to show that you, Met, if Lammens though can be pushed through, then what position Onana and Bayern there? One will have to be sold, maybe. But one will have to be sold. But it might push one of them to go. They might understand it, like, you know what? I'm not going to play it now. They've bought a next goalkeeper. Onana might feel that. It might be Onana that feels like, but he keeps playing Bayern there. He's played Bayern there for Arsenal and Fulham. It's me that he doesn't like. Onana might force a move out now. Or Bayern there might go, you know what, let me get out of it. Who knows? But one of them might force a move out. And then look at this. Chris Wheeler's obviously said what he said as well about the bomb squad going with a bang. Allow it. How Hojlund feels about Napoli move. Lammens transfer twist. Bruno Saudi starts revealed. The Grimsby stat. You won't believe the secret carrot and upgrade. Blah, blah, blah. So look at this. Look, so what? He's talking about the Galatasaray thing for real then. It's understood Galatasaray have outbid United for Lammens, but he only wants to move to Old Trafford. However, United are juggling a number of deals that could impact their ability to bring in the 23-year-old before the transfer deadline. So they're messing it up for us. These idiots. They've outbid us. That's why Real Antwerp's playing games now. This is what I'm talking about. Look, this is where I showed you. Look, all of these links. Look, there's an ongoing race between Galatasaray and Man United for the signature of Lammens. Galatasaray have produced an increased offer for Lammens, but the player prefers Manchester United. See what I'm saying to you? So I keep telling you, some of these links, bro, I bring you these journalists. We don't know who they are, but they might be good. You say when they're in them countries as well. You don't know. They might have got the scoop before us. So this is what Chris Wheeler said. It's hitting English media now. That's scary. Do you understand? That's what I was thinking that, bro. The Fulham game was on Sunday. Everything was looking imminent. He's not playing, everything. And then now it's just gone quiet for 2 days. I was saying that, it's a bit mad, but maybe that's why I wrote Antwerp sitting there now saying, we want to sell him for this price. But he's saying, bro, I don't want to go there. I want to go Man United only. Crazy. If we had a better number 8, Casemiro would have not been bad for sure. This is due to Bruno's lack of awareness. But no, surely leave now. Mitch, but Graham Bailey in the bin. When life gives you lemons, make a goalie. What do you mean by 3 here we goes? I said 3 here we goes due, man. Lammens is meant to be 48 hours. This is what I'm saying. It's all gone mad. I don't know who you believe, Chris Wheeler or CM Michelle. Michelle is reliable, bro. And he said in 48 hours it should be done. So maybe they're resolving this. Don't worry. If you just come in, Junior, I'll run through it again in a minute. Don't worry. You'll understand what I mean. 3 here we goes are due. They're due to happen. Yes, the wage is the problem, not the transfer fee. Bruno will be sold next summer to Saudi. But how much would it be, though? How much would it be next summer? Do you know what I'm saying? He's 32 now. Is it going to be 50 million? Is it going to be 30 million? We could get 100 million from right now, 100 and whatever. We could say 120, they'll probably pay it. How much would it be next season, though? Do you know what I mean? Get the likes up, peoples. Yo, big up yourself, Afetu, man. Get the likes up, my peoples, man. We got more people in the chat than the likes. It's not making no sense. Come on, get the likes up, peoples. Press the button. Chris Wheeler say, yeah, I just see that, Abdullah. Love, man. Love, love. You know what? Always get to these things late, man. Hope it's all good, Mets, bro. We should have won yesterday. Newcastle battered them up the whole game. I don't know how you lost that game. From minute one, you was onto them. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. 50 likes, smash the likes. What's Gittins actually done for Chelsea so far? Maybe I missed it. Nothing. This is what I'm saying. He's done nothing, and he came for 55 million, and they want Garnacho for 35, who's outscored Gittins. It's crazy. 45 plus 10 percent sell-on clause. Yeah, that's not a bad shot. No point selling Bruno next summer with me badly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Get Bruno gone and let Kobe step up. Player has to agree he's not leaving. Yeah, I don't think he's gone, man. It's the World Cup year. So it's the World Cup year. It's gone in our favour and against us at the same time. It can't be both. Because it's gone in our favour with the bomb squad because they know they have to move to get a chance to get the World Cup. But then someone like Bruno, which I don't mind staying, but I just can see what's going on where it's like, it's not really going to work. He wants to stay. Casemiro, same thing. He wants to stay because he's saying, I want my spot for Brazil. He's been called up. The Brazilian team has came out for the international break. Remember, the international break is next week. Casemiro's in it, Cunha's in it, Antony's not in it. Garnacho's not in Argentinian one. So the bomb squad know it's a myth. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mainoo, Supreme slowly taking over Bruno coming next year. Exactly. Put Belieber next to Mainoo. It's not a bad shot. We said have rap. Metro community, like and subscribe. Gamer, love, man. Big up yourself. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We're always here for you lot, man. Smash the likes. Galatasaray have blown Man United out the water and are offering 30 million to Upward. Is that what they've said? 30 million? Where is that being said, though? Let me know where that's being said. Because Ines and Ruben persuaded them to stay. I don't think they did, though. I don't think they persuaded them to stay, though, man. Did they? Because I think they left it to him. It's up to him. It's money changing. It's money changing, bro. It's up to him. If he turns around and goes, I want to go get my money, he's going to do that. Really trying to fuck up our cheap goalkeeper. Bro, it's crazy. Lammens already said he only wants United. That came out 2 hours ago. Not worried, 21st. That don't matter. We have to match Gal a bit. Nah, we might not have to, man. We might not have to. If he says he only wants United, then it might be a thing where, yo, what are you saying? Do you want this money or not? I remember, he never played the other day because the money that they were getting offered was too good to turn down. So the money that we offered them already was calm. Galatasaray has come and just fucked everything up. That's all that's happened. If we were to play Newcastle with this midfield, yeah, it's madness. Fab took, never glazed this much. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Get athletic. CM United, hurry. Went to Napoli for 4.8 obligation, 35 next summer. Goes, yeah. Man, then we play City and Chelsea. We don't have a midfield. How we doing this? Bro, I don't mind them. Game on. You see, this is what I'm saying. We don't need a midfield against the teams in the big six. If we played only the big six, yeah, I'm telling you now, we would be on a different thing. Everyone rate us because we just play this mid-block where you can put someone next to Casemiro the whole time. It's when we're trying to break down teams. It's when the problem is. City and Chelsea will probably look all right, bro. Counter-attack. That's how we play against them. It's the small teams. Come on, man. Against the big teams, we play well. It's against the low blocks. Exactly. The big teams is calm, bro. Man's not scared of them. Calm. Any day. Look at Arsenal, bro. You think anyone had this same morale at Arsenal after Arsenal? Everyone was gassed. Let's get Belieber. We get top 4. Now, look, we played for them one game. You would think we lost the way we're moving. It's crazy. If we don't get a midfielder, Amon should at least change his formation to a 3-man midfield for balance. He has to adapt one way or another, innit? Or he knows he's going to get sacked. How much spots in the chat? I think it's 4. I think it's 4, ain't it? I'm sure it's 4. Any news on Hojlund, the CM from Sporting, or Hojlund, whatever his name is? Nah, nothing from him. I had something earlier that was saying that basically we admire. Ornstein came out and said we admire him and Wharton. And then obviously Ben Jacobs came out and said we admire him and Wharton. But Ben Jacobs said Wharton's our dream midfield. Wharton's our dream midfielder. So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. Weird one. Don't waste your breath, Mike. He's too stubborn to ever change. All right, cool. Let me get into the rest of the news, man. And whoever's just come in, don't watch nothing. I'm going to spin back. You know my thing. I always keep you lot up to date with what's going on. I'm going to get into the next news and I'm going to summarize in a second. But this is what's just come out about Lammens. That is that Galatasaray have outbid Man United. So this is what's the stall. I was sitting there saying, what's stalling? But then again, Michelle, who is certified. I'll be real. When it comes to Man United news, Michelle is certified. And he's come out and said, look, Man United are very optimistic of signing Lammens in the next 48 hours. Bam. he's solidified. When he talks, you listen, bro. He just comes out, drops a bomb, and keeps it moving. He said 48 hours will be done. So maybe that was the hold up. Who knows? Or maybe that is the hold up and it's still going on now. Because he's saying he only wants Man United. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. But let me show you that. So that's the organic. It's weird, man. They've outbid us. They're just fucking everything up, man. So see what I'm trying to say to you. So when I put this is why I always tell you that I bring you all the Man United news. I don't care who it is. The only people I don't report is people that have already done themselves, like the Sun and people like that. They're trash. But see what I'm saying? So you got to look at these little journalists and they actually write. Galatasaray produced an increased offer. And when I was telling you about Hijack the other day, it was right. There's an ongoing race between Galatasaray and Lammens. But Michelle's saying 48 hours. So I'll give it 2 days and we'll see what Michelle will say and then we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. What does that say? What does that say? Wouldn't have used triple. Here we go in the thumbnails. Nah, but I said, here we go, Jew. You know what Jew means? Here we go, Jew. It's Jew. Everything's close. Agreement. Man said 48 hours. You got Antony saying agreement. It's done. Have reached an agreement. Obviously, it might not be done yet, but it must be close. Do you know what I mean? A bid came in today. We're waiting for an answer. And then we've got Hojlund. Agreement. He said yes. Napoli and Man United have reached an agreement. Look at the middle article. Total agreement. So I'm saying here we go is due for 3 things. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, you get it? I'm not saying here we go, it's done. No way. People, click that like button. Come on, Life Lessons. Big up yourself. People talk to each other. Napoli need him to start on the weekend. Who? Hojlund. Let these men go now. United are moving like granddad and start sweet. Let me get into the rest of the news and I'll come back. Don't worry on these comments, man. Keep them rolling. I'll come back on them. We need a midfielder. We're cooked. It's crazy. The midfield thing is mad. Everyone can see it, man. So Man United can see it. It can't just be us that can see it, bro. If we don't win the next game, what, Grimsby tomorrow? We need to win Grimsby and the other guy. Who's the other guys? Burnley. If we don't beat Burnley or Grimsby, remember, we drew to Fulham and everyone's going mad. We don't beat Grimsby or Burnley, it's going to be crazy, bro. Crazy. Compromising that midfield. Right, let me show you that. So that's was Onana stuff. We've got the stuff about Mainoo as well. This is Mainoo stuff. Look, obviously, Jamie Jackson, who has blocked me because I think I called him out once or something. He chats a lot of shit sometimes. So I'm blocked by him. I was thinking, why am I blocked? But then I've seen so much people slatering him today, saying this guy's a fraud. He's chats so much shit. People are showing receipts. And he's come out and said, Kobe Mainoo wants to leave Man United after being squeezed the margin. So he always says something mad. But guess what? He will say something like that. And he'll have an article for you to press. So the rest of them don't have articles. They just tell you how it is and that's it. But he has an article. He's trying to get sales. So he will say the maddest thing about it. Wants to leave. Yeah? There may be a lack of attractive suitors, blah, blah, blah. But he said this about 2 o'clock. But earlier in the day, everyone's already came out and said what they've said. Ornstein's come out and said, Mainoo will be open to leaving. Being open and wanting to leave is 2 different things. Remember that. Being open is, I wouldn't mind. If a bid come in, I would go, like, if it was suitable, but wanting to leave is, I need to get out of here. I want to go. Do you know what I mean? Antony wants to leave. Mainoo is open to leaving Man United. Ruben Amorim seems to prefer other midfielders. And the Mainoo has entered the final 24 months of his Old Trafford contract. The issue is, where does Mainoo go? There not appear to be many options ahead of this market closing. So there's no suitors anyway. No one's coming in for him. Bro, he's just open to leaving. So if we ask Xerxes right now, are you open to leave? He says, yes. Are we going to write an article about it? If we ask Ahmad, are you open? He says, no. What are we going to say? Ahmad is not open to leaving. It's just, what? That don't mean anything. Sis Tony, who is Simon Stone, he says, there's no suggestions of Kobe Mainoo agitating to leave Man United. Just now, talks over a contract extension have stalled, and it's hard to see them resuming unless he can persuade Ruben Amorim is either better than Bruno Fernandes or can be effective in a different role. Bruv, this geezer is still here to 2027 and he's got option to extend. So we've got guaranteed 3 years from Kobe if we want to as a club. We will never let him go on a free, so it's not a big deal like that. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously Fabrizio's come out in his YouTube video and it says Kobe Mainoo is not happy to be on the bench. He wants to play like every other player that's on the bench. They want to play and be part of the team. But at the moment, there have been no active talks or negotiations to leave the club. The situation still remains calm. Man United hope to speak to Mainoo and explain the situation. And then my man just come out on his own thing and said he wants to leave with an article from the Guardian, so you can go and press it. He gets paid every time you press it. So you take it for whatever you want to take it for. I don't think he's going anywhere. We got to fit him in the team somehow. Well, we can't let him leave anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But we'll see, man. It seems like obviously, bruv, Amrin's fighting for his life right now, so he's just gonna do what he wants to do, type of thing. Everyone had the same situation with what's his name? Ten Hag. Ten Hag weren't playing Ahmad, but then we went on to win these cups and we celebrated. None of us went to sleep. Oh my God, we've won the FA Cup, but he's not playing Ahmad. No one was upset. It is what it is when you're winning. When this guy left and bad, like the other day, Bruno Fernandes did have a stinker. He should have probably came off for Mainoo. It will go mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I get it. That's what I get what's going on. And these journalists are not dumb, innit? This is their job. So you got to look at what's going on. What's out of place right now that I can stamp on and go crazy about? Kobe Mainoo. So I'm going to put out all these reports, and obviously the big dog will end up doing their research. Is this true? And then they'll come out and speak as well. So Ornstein's come out and said he's open to leaving, being open to something. But Belieber was open to leaving and coming to United. He was keen. Not even open. He was keen. He's not here. What does that mean? He's keen, but we couldn't pay the money. See what I'm trying to say to you? So take this Kobe stuff with a pinch of salt, man. It's not nothing major. He's just open to leaving. That doesn't mean anything, mate. Do you understand? So it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens with this. But Sis Tony, who is Simon Stone, he's reliable. He said what he said. Ornstein said it. Fabrizio said it. I'm not listening to Jamie Jackson, who he's blocked me. I don't know why he's blocked me, but if you go in that comment, go into this comment and look at this article, the first one, Jay, and look at the comments. Everyone is ripping into him. This guy's a fraud. He said this before. Bro, they're onto him. So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let me get a few more of these comments and I'll get into the next stuff. And Bruno resting. Mainoo is 100 million. 100 million, you reckon we'll sell Mainoo for? I don't think he's going anyway. Donovan is overrated. I think the same thing. You got to remember, there was one stage at the Champions League, yeah, when everyone was saying, Ferdinand came out and he was saying it as well. He was like, bruv, PSG are a good team, but they need to change their goalkeeper. Are you not forgetting that PSG was in the bottom 8? They were going to get relegated, and then they beat City. That last game they played, they beat City, and and then City still stayed in it because obviously one of the teams dropped off, but they would have got relegated. And then they ended up winning the whole thing. Donnarumma was a big issue of that. He was doing some mad stuff, and then obviously in the latter stages, he kind of proved himself a bit more better. But I don't really rate him. I'll be real. I don't rate him. Mainoo going to be a disaster. Bro, that will be the ultimate killer. If Mainoo left this team, if they sold Mainoo, that's the quickest way to just hang yourself. Ineos, everyone be onto them. Amrin, they will be protesting, bro. Like, that will be a protest. 100%. I'm telling you that easy. That will be a protest. So I don't think he's going anywhere. They're not dumb like that. Kobe ain't leaving, guys. He's too valuable to let go. And if they do, I don't think it's going to go down. Exactly. That's a protest. That's a protest. That's a Glazers out protest. Ineos out. Amrin. Everyone will go mad. Everyone involved in this they'll be onto them. If we didn't have Amrin, we could utilize players in adaptable, not this dead thing. Frustrating. Mainoo could not be fitting. We'll see him tomorrow, innit, against Grimsby. Obviously, it's Grimsby. We've got to take, it's not going to be, it's Grimsby, innit? But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'll always back my team, but Amrin seriously needs to have a backup formation for in-game, like a 4-3-3, 4-4-2, or 4-2-3-1, because out of possession, the 5-2-3 does not work for us. He's not like Garnacho. He genuinely loves the club. Exactly. He's proper Manchester boy as well. You know what I'm saying? Very frustrating. Newcastle outbid us for Sesko. Exactly. It's true. They did. They outbid us for Sesko and offered him more wages. The same thing with Galatasaray, but that's what was probably stalling it, though. It's true. You're right. It's the media always calls them bad stuff about Man United. I'm just thinking about what this coach has said about Kobe. Naive, young, foolish. He can still develop. He's still got to develop. When Amrin himself wasn't that good as a CM. I personally dropped Bruno for Mainoo. I prefer Mainoo to any midfield we have. I think Bruno's more better of a 10. We know that, innit? He's better as a 10, but my man is trying to force him into every position. He's trying to force him into the team, and that's the CM, bro. And he done a bit okay last season. He did save us in the back end of the season. When Ahmad got injured, Bruno did score a few goals, whatever. So I think it's like, you know what, I need him in his Portuguese. I can see him as a little brother. You know how this thing is. He's the captain. So I don't know, man. 4-3-3 would solve a lot of our issues. You reckon, though, with what manager, though? Because you see people that come in there and talk about formation. You got to tell me a manager. You saying if Amrin changes it and plays the same way. And in that sense, we don't have wing backs. Hello, what's going on? I was cooking. I'm going to get back into it, M1. Don't worry, I'm going to summarize in a minute, but there's beer chat going on, man. There's beer things, hijacks. It's gone bananas, agreements. It's crazy right now. I'm just getting a few of these comments because there's so much. And then we'll get into it. I say if Bruno doesn't have a stinker season, I reckon we get somewhere between 70 to 100. 32 though. 32, 70 to 100 is mental. It's mental. It's looking scary on this man's formation. I don't think he'll change it all despite his 10 hug. We need Lammens to come to Man United. There will be more than that. Once a Woodbro. The only person I want is Amrin to make sense. Just taking the piss in the press conference, saying some statements. It's a position to be married with no satisfaction. Your players, bro, we should be managers. This whole Casemiro obsession is crazy. The guys who likes Casemiro though? Because I think this is what I find a bit weird as well. The Casemiro thing is he didn't rate Casemiro at first, so I don't know where it's come from now that he actually kind of rates him. Do you know what I mean? That he starts every game. You know what I'm saying? Because the speed is still there. He hasn't got any faster. But I don't think Casemiro had a bad game though against Fulham though. To be honest with you, Ronaldo knew this coach wasn't United level. The man's a poet, you know, it's crazy. What's the latest on Belieber and the goalkeeper? The last thing that came out about Belieber was from Indy Kaler saying that we made a bid. And I'll show you about goalkeeper in a minute. But he said that we made a bid of 90 million plus 20 or something like that about Belieber. So I don't know, man. I don't know. He's open to leaving. Yeah. So this has come out again now. Look, 48 hours. They're building up some anticipation like this is some madness. Like this is a movie or something. Man United to decide on Kobe Mainoo's future in the next 48 hours with England start open to leaving OT before the transfer deadline. What are they going to say, though, to him? I don't understand. You know what? We'll let you leave if someone comes on loan. Is that what they're going to say to him? Is that what we're waiting for? Someone like, what, Everton or something to come and say, yeah, we'll take you on loan. You know what I'm trying to say? What can possibly happen in 48 hours? I don't understand. Because, like Ornstein said, there's no suitors for him that's going to come and pay what we want to pay. What are we going to let him go for 80 million? Who's going to come out there and pay 80 million right now? So what can possibly happen in the next 48 hours? Apart from like, all right, Mainoo, listen, if you want to get more time, more minutes, just go out on loan for this season and then come back next. Like, is that it then? And then where's he going to go? On loan. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, what midfield would you reckon he's going to be needed in right now? Obviously, he's a talent and he's cold. But where is he going to fit in right now? Everywhere looks stacked. Chelsea stacked. Arsenal stacked. Man City stacked. They're the most stacked in the world. Where would he go right now? Unless you're talking about somewhere like Everton or maybe Tottenham. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't make no sense what's going to happen in 48 hours. Like, the way they're building it up is like it's some big story where they're going to say, all right, you can, like, I don't understand. News not coming from Fabrizio or Jacobs or Ornstein. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, bro. Ornstein. I was about to say Ornstein for your name, but Austin, listen. You see what I've realized about doing this year, what I'm doing now, yeah? Some news comes from little journalists first, and then Fabrizio taps in later, and that's where we all say, yeah, it's certified. But until Fabrizio says it, a lot of people don't want to hear it. But remember, I'm bringing you all the news. So sometimes I'll get something for you lot and I'll show it to you. Like, oh, look, this guy said this. I don't know him. Take it with a pinch of salt. And then 5 hours later, Fabrizio will come and say the same thing, and he won't even act the person sometimes. Sometimes he will say after this guy and give him his rating. Sometimes he don't. So it's not all about Fabrizio, Jacobs, or Ornstein. They get the icing on the cake. They get the end bit where you believe it now. It's solidified. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how the transfers go, man. It comes from other people first, especially different countries. If we're talking about Real Betis, a Sevilla journalist might get the here we go first. You might say, look, Antony signed, it's an agreement. And then by the time Fabrizio's realized, 6 hours later, he says, here we go, and then it's solidified now. Tomorrow I'm going to take the piss, even doing Berlin, starting a boring lineup, taking the piss. Boring lineup? If tomorrow Amrin takes the piss, what do you mean by boring lineup? Because he needs to rotate, right? Wouldn't you say rotate? Imagine if Mainoo and these guys don't play tomorrow. Oh my God, that would be crazy. Even Sean Dyche said that he would do better at Man United. He would take us back to the basics and play 4-4-2 I want Dyche as a manager. I can't lie. Sean Dyche said that on Sky Sports, and at that time, he was the only person that Amrin has beat or something like that. Sorry, my bad. He gave Amrin his biggest win ever, 4-0. So he just, I don't know, bro. Like, you're looking at guys that are saying things and you got to look where it's coming from. He gave Amrin his biggest win ever. We beat them 4-0 at Old Trafford. And he's saying, I will do better at United. But he beat you 4-0. The same geezer that you're saying you don't rate. So I'm saying, like, Sean Dyche, come on, man. I don't want Sean Dyche nowhere near it. They're using Galatasaray to up our bid. What's crazy is that Amrin has only won 7 games in the league. He's played more games than his points. Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. That is a mad stat still. I saw it. 27 games in total or something. Only 26 points or something. Or the other way around. 28 games played. It's crazy. It's crazy. I get it, man. I hate everyone's frustrations, man. I get it still. It is a bit mad, but it's crazy, bro. So I'm with the manager, not the fans. We're pushing exits, not buying Lammens. We was told, yes, Man United, Mitch, I'm reliable. My ideal manager is Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Then it's Zidane, Howe, Dyche. You're moving mad. Southgate's never going to happen, bro. Man said Sean Dyche, bro. Sean Dyche is pony, bro. I love the fact you take your time, read every comment. I said earlier, I'll say it again, you're amazing content there, brother. Nothing the best for you. No, I love, man. Appreciate you, man. The Sean Dyche is mad, though. You're trolling with that one. There's no way you want Sean Dyche, bro. That's relegation off. But yeah, love for that, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Good evening. I was celebrating for Nana Lees. Wouldn't Man get Nagelsmann after the World Cup? That's the problem. Yeah, the World Cup's all the way to next year, though. That's crazy. Hi on Metch. YouTube algorithm sent me here. Laughing. I'm glad to be here. Big up yourself, DJ, man. Hit the like button, my people. See what's happening. We're getting new people in the building. DJs, part of the Metric community now. That's what the likes doing. The algorithm's going mad. Don't be a hater, people. Smash the likes. Let me summarize what's going on for everyone that's just come in. And I'll show you what's happening, how much are we paying for Lammens. I'm going to show you about Lammens in a minute. Apparently, it's a hijack. It's gone bananas. I don't know. I think Mainoo's camp, I bought him, leaving him out. So United paid this 150. This guy is currently on 20K a week. That's criminal. If Bruno cares and loves this club, he'll leave and allow this team to get the money for the younger and better midfielders. But he's too selfish because he's still chasing glory. I wouldn't say he's selfish, though. If he's selfish, he would have took the money and left. They've offered him life-changing money. I can't say selfish. But I hear what you're saying, though, about if he cares and loves the club, he should leave. But you got to remember, bro, he's got to think about his own career, though. It's the same thing I said about Hojlund. Hojlund saying, I want an obligation only. He's thinking about his career. I want to make the World Cup, and then I want to stay somewhere and be comfortable. You understand? You're thinking about us. What's better for us as fans? And he's thinking about himself. Bruv, I could go to Saudi and it changes my life money-wise. But I want to stay at Man United. And really, that's what we want from players, to stay at Man United. And obviously, he wants us to make the World Cup. That's what's the mad thing about it. So that's why I said the World Cup goes in 2 ways. Casemiro don't want to leave because of it. Bruno don't want to leave because of it, because they want to stay in Europe. But then we got the bomb squad that have to leave because of it if they want a chance to make the World Cup. You see it? So it helps us, and it kind of goes the other way. Rumors that Onana will be taking over. Say it. I thought Xerxes was getting better. Xerxes ain't even scored. Xerxes ain't even played, bro. He ain't even played. Has he played 1 game since the season started? I don't think he played against Arsenal. There'll be a huge cheer when Onana goes. Not a bad price if I take that. All right, cool. Let me get into it. Let me summarize what's going on, man, because I know there's a lot of people that's just coming in. Oh, shit, let me show you this as well. More news. Jadon Sancho is also set to leave. We already know that. Several clubs are seriously interested in the England international, but he had a video call with Roma officials recently. So I thought the whole Roma thing was done. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know, like, how is he still talking to Roma? I thought that was fully over. Like, there was no more Roma going on. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, yeah, so we'll see with that. And obviously, we've got this situation. Remember, someone asked me about Belieber just now. And I said the last thing was indicator bid, but we got this now. Look, this is Jamie Jackson, the guy that's blocked me. And he's saying that Mainoo wants to leave and all of that, yeah? Man United may revive their interest in Carlos Baleba. So you're saying may. You got to watch out for the words, people, when the people are saying these things. If Bruno Fernandes is sold, Brighton's minimum price for him is 100 million. Bruno could still be the subject of a bid from Saudi Arabian club after rejecting a 100 million move from Al Hilal earlier this summer. So look at the wording on that. Manchester United may revive, may. So anyone can say that. I can say that. You know what? We could go for Belieber if Bruno goes. Someone's probably said that in the thing, in the comments already. You know what I'm saying? Bruno could still be the subject of a bid from Saudi Arabia after rejecting a 100 million move from Al Hilal. Yeah, because we've already heard that Al Ittihad are in for him now. So everything he's saying there goes without saying. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But that's the stuff about Belieber, which isn't even news because he's just saying they may go in for Belieber. Like, who can't say that? And this is shots on target per game. Look at that. We're fourth in that list. So Arsenal's probably scored the most goals in the league right now. That's why they're obviously top. They won 5-0 against Leeds, 1-0 against us. We've had the most shot. We're fourth on that list, but look at our conversion rate compared to the list. Look at that. So maybe just start a striker as a striker, bro. You know what I mean? Cunha's hitting the post. Cunha one-on-one against Arsenal. We've had a few chances, but maybe if you get Sesko or something to start as a striker, that changes. But, bro, the chances are coming, man. We're taking enough shots that we're up there, where we're fourth, but we're just not scoring no goals, mate. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We've scored 1 goal, and it was an own goal. So that needs to build up, man. Literally, bro. But it's showing that we're having shots. So that we are having shots, but we're just not. The conversion rate's not making no sense. And that was the problem last season with Garnacho and Hojlund. That's why we turned around and said, let's go and get Cunha and Bruno. But play Sesko as a striker, mate. He's coming to score goals. Let the geezer score goals. We have no more players. If Mainoo wants to leave, then he's only United. Time to move on. Nah, man. I don't think that's player FC, man. The Mainoo thing. I think if they sell Mainoo, that's just like, it's crazy. Because it's like, remember, like, at this time, he's trying to do a system. We can't fit him into it. It's not like the system's going mad and we're winning every game. This is what happens. So it's becoming a negative place where they're talking about this situation every time we don't win. We don't win. They're going to talk about who didn't play. Now it's going to be Mainoo they're going to bring up every time now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Then they're going to talk about Onana because he's not playing. Like, that's what happens. Journalists have to find things to talk about that you click their articles and they get paid. That's what happens. It's just like certain YouTubers. They'll say certain things and it's not even that. They'll put the screen to their face, tell you there's news about something, or whatever. Soon as by the time you've heard them talking for about half an hour, you're like, bro, what source is that? And the source is someone that's got 1,000 followers. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, people they just do things sometimes that just don't make no sense. So I don't think Mainoo will go. I think it's gas. I think Mainoo won't go. Obviously, he's unhappy like every other player being on the bench. This is the same thing that happened with Rodrigo in Real Madrid. Arsenal's going to sign Rodrigo, Tottenham, blah, blah, blah. He's played a few games now. They've quashed it. Rodrigo stays. So for the whole month or two, all of that stuff about Rodrigo was just nothing because he's on the bench. So this is what happens, man. I hope Heaton plays because buying there will cost us points. It's Grimsby, bro. We should be able to play anyone. We should be able to play this Vitek guy. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you. Mainoo is gone and Onana as well. I don't think Mainoo is gone, man. I think that's a myth. I don't even think Onana's gone. 2 games coming up. We have to win them, man. I wonder what team will start tomorrow. Does he give any players you haven't started a chance? Let me show you that. Look at the last article. It says Onana, Mainoo, and Benjamin Sesko are expected to start for Man United against Grimsby Town tomorrow. I don't know if he's guessing or what. This is Mark Ogden. He's never broke no news in his life, so I don't know, mate. He might be just guessing, thinking, yeah, they have to start, surely. And obviously, Ruben's come out. Is it today that he done the press conference or yesterday, whatever? And he said, we have to rotate. We've got 3 games this week. We had Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. It's in the same week. So he's saying they have to rotate. So it looks like they're going to think. And this is the stuff about Onana. Agents have held active talks with a number of clubs about a loan deal for Onana. We can confirm that one of them is West Ham. West Ham just signed that keeper from Leicester. But how much goals did he concede the other day for West Ham again? How much goals? How much did they lose by again? Was it 5-0 to Chelsea? Well, how much was it again? I can't remember. But he held a beating. So, maybe they're trying to replace him. If Kobe goes and it's time to bring in Diego Leon and get him playing, then Kobe and Diego Leon don't even play in the same position. What's that about? Man United are like the song Hotel, easy to check in, but no one checks that. It feels so good now. Players no longer have the play power anymore. Any keeper, we better than Onana. To the scrub Ugarte. Cool. Let me get into it. We could get relegated. I still be United. Of course. I'll be watching them. Man United expected it. I don't know. You see this thing here? I just showed it to you. Like, it's all love for that 21st, yeah? I don't understand, bro. Like, it's not that deep. What can we possibly do in 48 hours? What, tell him, yeah, you can leave on loan. Find yourself a club and leave on loan. Is that all we can say? Like, come on, man. I don't understand, bro. And would be open to joining a club, Champions League club. Man United expected to the decision loan. Mainoo has grown frustrated over his role since Ruben Amorim was appointed and would be open to joining a Champions League club. So who would come in from then? All I can see is Tottenham that can possibly get someone there in midfield. You know what I'm saying? And be able to play, because obviously he wants to play, right? So we can't talk about no one that's got any depth. It's got to be someone that he goes straight into the midfield and plays straight away. Who's that going to be? He's not going to go Liverpool. He's not going to go City. Where's he going to go? I don't know, man. I think in the next 40 hours, he's going to tell him, bruv, you're staying, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What is this about? You're good. Why Chelsea believe they can get him in a cut price? He's just breaking stories on stories right now, innit? He's getting mad with it. 3-4 stories now, innit? He's done in the last thing. 10 minutes, 18, 43 minutes. It's like, look, he's getting mad with it today. He's going crazy with these stories, bro. And they're all articles as well. So you look at that. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, man. So that's the situation with Chris Wheeler anyway. See if anything else has come out in the next thing. Yeah, so that's been it. Look at that. Kobe Mainoo's future, one to watch this week. Manchester United aware Mainoo is exploring options. No guarantee of movement yet, but an open situation. They're going crazy with it, bro. They're actually going mad with it. Now, to see, you said triple here we go. What do you mean? Triple here we go, due. Due means pending, like it should be happening soon. Due means soon. Maybe I'll put soon next time. Everyone's lingo is different. Due, D-U-E. If you type it in Google, it will tell you soon. Yeah? And I'll show you why if you ain't seen. Have zero feelings for Mainoo and every player no more club. FC for life. Amrin. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Did you just come back from the path? Yeah, he's onto the keepers, isn't it? He's onto the keepers. Man's talking about Kobe and Leon in midfield. I thought the same thing. I said, this guy's not even drunk today. I think Bruno will be rested today. I just hope we can get the ball to Sesko. Yeah, Sesko played well against Fulham, man. Well, I think Sesko played well against Fulham. But yeah, let me summarize what's happened anyway. Boom. So that's Onana. I just showed you lot. He might play tomorrow. West Ham apparently are in for him. He wasn't happy about Arsenal not playing for against Arsenal and Fulham. He was shocked, if anything. So that situation with Onana. This is more of the Kobe stuff as well. Fabrizio saying that the situation is calm, bro. Like, Man United hope to speak to Mainoo and explain the situation. It's calm. There's no active talks to let him go. It's just going bananas. Like, it's not that mad, etc. That's that. And then I showed you lot. This is Jamie Jackson talking about Belieber could come if Bruno goes. Mitten saying that Sancho had a video called Roma. So that still might be going on. Maybe he's looking around. He's checking his mirrors and saying, bruv, no one's coming in for me. I did want someone to come in, but I don't think they're coming in for me. So he might just end up conceding and going to Roma. And then this is the shots on target per match. We're fourth. Arsenal's got the most goals in the league, but we've got more shots than them. But look at the conversion rate. So that is tiny, 3.1%. I'll put my screen down if you can't see it. Look how small that is. So we need to fix up with our striking, man. Hopefully we just get a striker to play as a striker for starters. And then maybe that conversion rate will change. Because, bro, look at that, mate. And we're 16th. And everyone in this isn't even everyone in this is in the top half of the table. So it's crazy. So they're they're eating their dinner, bro, when it's coming in front of goals. Look at Liverpool shot conversion rate. Mad. It's crazy, bro. And we're not really far. Look, we're behind. We're behind. We're literally, we're joint with Chelsea. And Chelsea, I swear they beat West Ham 5-0. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. If we're just doing what we need to do and shooting correctly, it'll be the games might finish a bit different, man. So we'll see what happens with that, man. So yeah, I just showed you about Onana, Mainoo, Hojlund, agreement. Apparently it's already done. Napoli and Manchester United reached an agreement yesterday on a 5 million euros loan deal and a 40 million euros option to buy. This option could become mandatory deal under certain conditions, yeah? And in the middle article says total agreement reached with Man United. This is from Sport Witness. Race for medical before Thursday. loan with conditional purchase obligation. And then Fabrizio's come out and basically said the same thing. Look at this. The deal is almost agreed between Napoli and Manchester United. Final details to be clarified with the player side. And then Hojlund can travel for medical as new Napoli player. Loan with option to buy, which becomes obligation under certain conditions. Conditions are appearances and Champions League qualification for Napoli. That's exactly what the first guy said. And he said agreement's already done between the clubs. So that's one, here we go. That seems like it should be soon. Then we've got this one, who we've got McGrath saying Real Betis have reached an agreement in principle to sign Antony. Talks have been over a deal where the player would eventually permanently after initial loan. So it's basically the same thing. It's a loan, but after certain things, he hits a certain targets, it'll become permanent. And then Sam C's come out and said Manchester United received the bid, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about that. Fabrizio said what he said. Face-to-face talks took place on Monday and they continue today. But this geezer saying that the agreement's already done. So that's here we go, soon or due to. Then we got the boy Lammens. And he spoke about a race with Galatasaray. There's an ongoing race now. Galatasaray have produced an increased offer for Sene Lammens. They've increased their offer for Lammens, blah, blah, blah. So we were sitting there thinking, raw, like, is that even true? Because we heard about some hijack talks about that before. And then the boy Michel, who to me is tier 1, he's certified, came out and basically said this, literally, Man United are very optimistic of signing Lammens in the next 48 hours. So as you can see, that's here we go free. All due very soon. We're close to signing him in 48 hours. Antony's agreement apparently already. And then we've got and Hojlund. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So look, it looks like it's brewing, man. It's brewing nice. Then we had the boy Garnacho. Obviously, there's bare talk about Garnacho. The Chelsea deal remains very advanced. Let me put myself back on the screen. Garnacho has rejected a new approach from Saudi Pro League in the last 48 hours. He only wants Chelsea. Then Ben Jacobs said it as well today. I don't know why they're all saying it today if nothing's changed. Expected to sign for Chelsea despite seeing multiple bids rejected, blah, blah, blah. The terms are already agreed, the personal terms. Ornstein said the same thing. Alejandro Garnacho is expected to end up at Chelsea. A couple of bids have been rejected so far, but talks continue with anticipation that it will materialize. And then we got from Fabrizio on his YouTube, I'm told that Saudi club called again. Garnacho, why have you not gone to Chelsea yet? Basically, they're asking. And Garnacho said, blood, thank you. It's not about money. I want to go to Chelsea. And then after that, we had these details coming out that they want to pay 35 million. We're saying we want 50 million because Alanga and Madueke went for that same price. And he's got better stats than both of them. And Gittins as well, who they bought for 55 million. Chelsea could go up to 40 million, including add-ons, in an attempt to get the deal done. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with that. And obviously, like I said to you, this Fabrizio guy, he's tweeted about Garnacho. It's going to get done about so many times, which I can show you right here. I've got to make my screen a bit closer. Look at this. This is how much times this geezer has tweeted about Garnacho coming to... Every single one of them reports is different, by the way. Every single one. There's no duplicates there. Every single one is different. So, and there's still more. And I couldn't fit it in. I had to flip one's at the back, at the top. That's how much reports he's got. So, obviously, he's getting paid by the agents or something to promote this deal that it's going to happen. And then he said before, that here we, I maintain my position from July. I said, here we go will happen. And I still believe that will happen. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the latest news since then, we've been online and we've seen that Kobe stuff's going to be 48 hours or whatnot. So I don't know, mate. Everyone's talking about his future and all of this. So, yeah, it looks like something's going to happen. What are they going to tell him in 48 hours that we really need to know? Yeah, you can go to a Champions League club. I don't know, mate. It seems mad. And then obviously we saw that Galatasaray has outbidded us. They've actually outbidded us. This is why we're stalling. This is what's going on with Galatasaray. They've outbidded us, basically. And Bruno Fernandes will be open to leaving Man United at the end of the season. He wants to stay at Man United for another season and then he'll consider. So basically, I think he wants to stay, like I said, because he wants to get the World Cup. Mainoo 70, give De Ligt the armband tomorrow night. Give Maguire, mate. I think De Ligt will rest. I think he'll rest De Ligt, man. So he should get a game against Grimsby. What's crazy is Mainoo's more of a midfielder than Bruno. The Lit will be rested tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. The Lit should get rested, man. He should rest the Lit. Now it's like Ruben against Kobe. That's what it's going to be at the fan base. That's why it's looking spooky. Because now it's like, if you're on Kobe's side, you want him to stay. Oh, you're manager FC. But if you're on some, we can't sell Mainoo. Do you know what I'm saying? Then it's like your player FC. That's what, man, I look at that. It's not that. That's not the case, bro. Like, we shouldn't be selling our academy products, bro. That's what Chelsea do to get money. Man said, I'd rather Amrin going on. Miss Guardiola, 2013, Chevron loan 2. What gets me to Ghana turn down buying? This is what I'm saying. But is it even true though, DJ? I've seen what this guy is saying about this. Is it even true that he turned down Bayern? Because now he's saying he turned down Saudi. Is he just briefing us that to make it seem like he really wants Chelsea? Think about it, bro. If he's doing all of this, this is how much time he said Chelsea to Garnacho. He only wants Chelsea. Look, he's waiting for them. Look at it. Look at the one of him in the gym. Garnacho patiently waiting for his move to Chelsea to happen. Man's in the gym, bro. Man's in the gym and he's put the time thing. He could be talking about anything. He could have been having a baby or something. Man said he's patiently waiting for his move to Chelsea. He's putting up briefs for him, bro. Let's be real. His agent is paying him to say, yo, put out some more briefs for me, please. The bottom one is 2 different ones. Look at that. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So is he even getting these bids? No one else has said anything about Bayern Munich and Garnacho. No one else has said anything about Saudi and Garnacho. So he might just be saying that. Because who's gonna challenge Fabrizio, bro? If he says that, who's gonna challenge him? So he might be saying this to make it seem like he wants Chelsea so much. I don't see any improvement. He wants to keep the same formation that he's been working. Or Sancho. Rest Bruno tomorrow night. No youngsters in the travelling squad for Grimsby. I swear down, has it come out already, yeah? Has it already come out? And to be honest, our team is already, it is a bit mad though. Our team is already like, our bench, I don't think it's got any youngsters like that, has it? I remember all Obi and that went back. So, I don't know. But has it come out already though? Let me know. Lammens only wants United. Yeah. Not sure if it's therefore. Indy Kayla's my goal. Yeah, Indy Kayla said that we bidded 90 million plus 20 for Believer. And he's never said nothing about it since. He just moves on like nothing ain't happening. Mine is Diego Simeone. Is Lammens deal nearly done, bro? Bro, it says Lammens deal will be done in 48 hours. That's the latest on Lammens deal. 48 hours. Michelle, who I think is very reliable, said he is going to be done. And look at this. And this guy's certified as well. Look at this guy. CC Transfers is certified as well. They've been very good this one here. Let me show you what they've said. So this is Michelle. He said, look, Man United are very optimistic of signing Lammens in the next 48 hours. That's obviously, where have I gone? I've gone so far back. Look at this, look. And then it goes, boom, where is it? There it is there. That's Michelle there. It's finalized in the next 2 days, 48 hours. Boom. Cool. And then we've got CC, who's come out and said this. Nothing is new here. Confirmation on talks. United hoping to get him for the initial fee of around 13 million, rising up to 17. That was on the 22nd. And then on the 24th, which was 2 days ago, he says United confident that this one is pretty much done. That's because he wants United. But then Galatasaray have woke up today and outbidded us, apparently. So, where is it? Is it here? Where is it, this outbid talk? They've apparently outbidded us, apparently. So, because they've outbidded us, they're slowing everything down. Now, Ant won't want that money, but obviously, yeah, look. But obviously, he only wants Man United, though. It's understood that Galatasaray have outbidded United, but Lammens only wants Man United. Remember, I just showed you the articles already from the Turkish link saying that, yeah, Galatasaray in this race, blah, blah, blah. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I think the problem is our players, of course, a different team. And that's why Hojlund has agreed. We ain't got here we go yet, boy. It's a good thing we are getting new people. The community is growing. Please hit the like button. Yeah, big up yourself, Prenzo, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. We're all in there together. Come on, man. Let's get 100 likes, man. Come on, my peoples, man. How we have so much people in the chat and we don't even get into 100? Why can't Amran use 4-2-3-1? I don't have a clue, man. Some people are just stubborn, innit? A lot of managers are stubborn. Glasner does 3 at the back. And he's stubborn and he's won the FA Cup. So, I don't know. Obviously, he's won his little titles in Portugal as well. He probably thinks it's going to work eventually. So, I get it. Prefer to play Bayern to go than Onana. Yeah, I think Bayern is worse than Onana. personally. But we don't know what Onana is doing, but he might be just throwing the ball in the net and training as well. Who knows what's going on with him? Saudi have just put in a new bid. What do you mean they put a new bid? For who? Where did this come from? Get Bruno, Mainoo, Casemiro, Ugarte, Luke Shaw, Onana out. Rebuild. All midfield. Safe. Yeah, there isn't no bid. I'm open to selling Mainoo for one reason. It fixes our PSR for the next 3 years. Mad. I asked politely if we could have Vitek back. Vitek ain't all that though. People are gassing this guy up, bro. But no one ever gasses him up. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never seen Vitek get gassed up. Like, that Vitek guy is cold. It's always just like one or two people will talk about him. But then we're always sending him on loan. You know what I'm saying to you? We're always sending him on loan. Bruno can't please just see him so it's possible. This record of academy players in every match day squad is gone. How can Sesko score goals when nobody supply and pot assist? Bro, it's only 2 games, big man. It's only 2 games and one, man. Like, we've scored 1 goal, which obviously I counted as an own goal. But bro, what are we trying to say then? What? Not he's never gonna score then, Sesko. You know what I'm saying? What if Bruno's there? We can't score a goal then. Is that what we're saying then? Come on, man. Cunha hit the post. Who passed to him? You know what I'm saying? Things can happen, man. Things can happen. It's 2 games in. We'll see. But I think Sesko needs to start starting as a striker. If it's not Sesko, start Xerxes. All of this starting everyone, trying these crazy stuff. This is the Premier League, mate. This is not the Portuguese league, bro. Like, you can't be doing all of that. And we're so used to playing without a striker that Dorgu could have put in about 5 crosses in and you kept going back to Luke Shaw. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, exactly. That's a big record there. That's a flex. No other team can say that. Exactly. How come Mount always gets a game on Mainoo and Maguire on the bench? I think he loves Mount. Mount suits his system. But I think Mount should stay as a 10 and that should give us depth. And they should be fighting for their position as 10s. Mount should be on the bench and Mbeumo and Cunha, 80th minute, 70th minute, do a swap. But he's trying to force all of them in. I don't understand that, man. I would hate Kobe to go off. Yeah, man. Kobe can't go, man. Kobe can't go. Yeah, favoritism. It is that. It is that. Bruno will never get subbed. He's the captain. It's true. It is that. It is favoritism. Man being real, it is. 100%. 100%. It is that still. And Bruno had a stinker. I think we can all agree that Bruno had a stinker that game. He should have got subbed. And man's bringing on 4 or 5 defenders, bro. Maguire to score a header. Dallo. Do you know what I'm saying? Heaven. Who else did he bring on? He brought on bare defenders. You know what I'm saying to you? Ben Jacobs, co-signing made. Yeah, I see that. Watch Rasmus and Kobe kill it when we sell them, just like Scott. Yeah, Rasmus. Anyone that leaves and goes abroad will kill it. Rashford and Sancho went to the Prem, and then no one cared that they left. I'm talking about Aston Villa and Chelsea. Aston Villa fans wouldn't scratch in their head. How can we let Rashford go? It's only 40 minutes. No one was sitting there saying 25 million for Sancho. We need it. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when it's the Prem, it's a bit different. When it's abroad, you saw what Antony done. They will go out there and smash it. And it goes to say as well, look up when we played all the teams abroad anyway. All the other teams we played that was from different countries in Europa, we were winning all them games. We played Tottenham in the final, myth. So, yeah, man, nice channel, Mitch. I love it. That's raw from the heart. Hopefully you get loads of more darts. Come on, man. Love, man. Appreciate it, bro. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We're always here for you lot, man. Can't wait to see the back of Sancho. One of the worst, 100%, man. He is the worst. I used to think it was Antony, but it's not. It's got to be Sancho. I'm thinking beneficial mode to give Sesko another run out where he can get the chance to score. Yeah. I'll give Sesko a run out. I will let Sesko play against Grimsby, 100%. He's not a 100 million player. The reporters want to eat. How Bruno had a stinker, Mainoo not starting. Of course, they're going to come up with these stories. You got to remember, Ornstein, all the main ones, have just come out and said he's open to leaving. The other ones are just going, yep, he's going to leave and 48 hours, bro. It's not that deep, bro. What are they going to tell him? Yeah, you can go on loan. Because they're not going to say, yeah, we're selling you. Do you know what I'm saying? If they are going to sell, they're selling him. Who's going to come and give 80 million or 100 million, whatever we think he is now? Who's really going to do that? And unfortunately, he is worth that. Jamie Jackson. Shit, exactly. He blocked me, bro. I don't know why he blocked me, but he chat so much shit. I probably just said something about something he said. Not travelled. I like TR food. What's going on with Lammens? I've showed you that what's going on with Lammens. Lammens, basically, look, they tried to outbid us. This is what's stalling the deal with Lammens, is that they've tried to outbid us. They've outbidded us, but he only wants to come to Old Trafford. So it was that close the other day, but then they've got an offer from Galatasaray that's probably way more. And then now they're waiting. But Galatasaray are going to have to move away. After they see that Lammens is not on it, they'll probably move away. Then they'll be, listen, we agreed with you, 18 million euros, whatever. What are you saying now? Lammens wants to go. I remember, they didn't let Lammens play. Lammens wanted to play the other day. He wanted to play. They said, no, it's so close. We don't want to mess it up because we need the money. So whatever money it is, let's say it's 20 million euros. They were happy with that from Man United. Galatasaray's coming off at 28 or whatever, 25. Now they're trying to get the 25, but Lammens is saying, I only want Old Trafford. So once Galatasaray says, all right, mate, we're taking it off the table, bang, then we get Lammens. And Michel, who is reliable, he's come out and said 48 hours, Lammens will be done. So this is all the stuff that came out earlier. And so what I'm saying to you, we would think these journalists don't know nothing. See what I'm saying? That's why I get all these guys, brother. I bring them all to you. It's up to you to who do we believe. And they were all saying the same thing. There's a race going on, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously Chris Wheeler's come and said what he said about it. And Chris Wheeler is probably the most reliable out of the lot. And he said that. So come on, man. And then we had CC Transfers come out and say the same thing. They've been kind of good this summer, I'll be real. CC Transfers. And then obviously Michel has come out and said, yo, Man United are very optimistic in signing Lammens in the next 48 hours. So there we go, bro. That's the clock. That's the latest on Lammens. But because we've been outbidded, it's probably stalling it. Because, bro, I thought I was going to miss it. The Fulham game day, I went to the game. So I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to miss this. Here we go. Because he never started. His game was earlier before ours. He never started. He wasn't even on the lineup. Chelsea are special. They dropped their bid to 25. Who the F are they? I think, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is the Garnacho stuff. 35, it says here. It says 35 here. But Man United still at 50. But it seems like they're going to push it up to 40, though. So if they push it to 40 and maybe get like 5 million add-ons and we get it to about 45, I think that's all right. Even though we should be getting 50, but because he's not playing and we know he's not going to play, it is a bit mad. You know what I'm trying to say to you? It is a bit mad. Nothing against Lammens, but getting an athletic CM needs to be joint highest priority. But I think they think that I think they want a goalkeeper that clams crosses. Look at us against set pieces, bro. It doesn't matter what goalkeeper you got. Every single team knows when you're playing United, set pieces, just bother the goalkeepers, mate. That's all it is. Can we be optimistic about the season? We was after the Arsenal game. We all was after the Arsenal game. We're optimistic, and then now the morale's just gone down now. This is what I'm saying, man. I just go with the flow. I'm gonna see how it goes, and hopefully we get a midfielder, wait for the thing to close, and then we go from there. But people change their tune every game. We're not going to do good. We're going to finish we'll finish in top 4 if we get Belieber after the Arsenal game. Now we're going to finish in the bottom half of the table, get rid of the manager. It's just, I get it, innit? We're fans, we're emotional, but it's what it is. You did turn down by him. How do you know that, Charlie? Let me know. Where did that come from? Because like I said, I've seen that come from Fabrizio. And Fabrizio said he turned down Saudi now. But I ain't seen it from no one else. And this is what I'm saying. And if you look at how much times Fabrizio is boosting them up, he's going to put all these things in there. Like and subscribe. Man United, love for that, man. Appreciate you, man. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. We got 91 likes. Let's make it 100 likes, my peoples, man. Hit the like button. Come on. Don't be a hater, man. Wondering if Xerxes fit to play. Yeah, he's ready, man. He's on the bench. He must be fit to play, man. He's on the bench. Do you know what I mean? Sign Lammens tonight and he plays tomorrow. It's 48 hours. 48 hours. Malacia to Wrexham. Roxer are back in for Sancho. Malacia to Wrexham. Yes, best new channels. What have I missed, bro? Yes, my guy. I'll get into it in a sec. Don't watch nothing. Mainoo isn't leaving. I wonder how Rasmus was signed now. Did they even watch him? Why are people saying Lammens another Onana? Who said that? Someone say that in the chat. I don't think anyone said that. I don't think anyone said that. He's another Onana because he definitely isn't. Real Betis have made significant progress today for Onana. However, there's still distance on the formula as Man United haven't yet fully opened to Betis' proposal. And obviously, we saw this stuff about Antony, and it said obviously that they've made a proposal, but we haven't said anything yet. This is what Sam C said. Man United. Understand, Man United have not yet responded to the offer, but McGrath is saying they've reached an agreement. It's done. So he's saying it's done. And then Fabrizio saying they had face-to-face talks on Monday, and today they have face-to-face talks as well. So something's brewing out of this. We don't know. Let's play Kobe, Ugarte, and Mount in the midfield, and Cunha, Sesko, and Bruno. Let's rest Bruno. What play that when? In general, what are you talking about against Grimsby? Sounds to me like Antony staying put. You reckon? Oh, you reckon? Because you're talking about the proposal. Yeah. Because he only wants to go to Betis, innit? He only wants to go to Betis. He's on some joke thing. And yeah, Antony might miss the World Cup. He's playing a dangerous game, bro, because the Brazilian squad has been announced, peoples. And Antony isn't part of that. Casemiro is and Cunha. But no Antony. So he's playing a dangerous game. Very dangerous. Yes, Milton. I did mean Leon. Just my opinion. Imagine Lammens arrives, yet he starts buying this instead of him and Onana instead of him and gives an excuse he's not ready. Yeah, then you know what's going to happen after that. And then everyone's going to be hunting him. Exactly that. Come on, man. What am I telling you lot, man? What have I been saying to you lot, man? What have I been saying to you lot for the longest, this whole stream? He's not for sale, man. Come on, man. We're sitting here and people are talking about he's going to go and let him go. He's not going nowhere. It's not happening. Dunk has just come out. He hasn't asked to leave and he's not for sale. People are going to probably talk about Jamie Jackson in here. Watch, because Jamie Jackson just talks rubbish, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? What was Wheeler waffling about? So I'm saying to you, bruv. I've just called that as well. What's that? 56 seconds ago. 6:25, actually, 3 minutes ago. But yeah, he's not for sale, man. He's not for sale. He's not for sale, man. I'm thinking that, bruv. They wouldn't do something stupid like that. That's the easiest way to do yourself. Is go out there and sell Kobe. That's crazy. 4 Bumbler Cup days left in the window. We still have Garnacho and Chelsea. Bruv, it's all going to happen, though. It's happening. That would be depressing, Charlie, when we are absolute crying for, yeah. Charlie, we will sort that out. Don't be worried. I think I did see it from Falk as well, the buying guy. Yeah, I always take Falk with a pinch of salt. I don't really rate him, but he probably did. He probably did get a thing from buying, but I just look at how much he posts him and I say, yo, bro, he is gassing this one up. Think we beat Grimsby tomorrow. And then hopefully our front line perform against Burnley at least the next 2 games. Bro, if we don't beat Grimsby tomorrow, imagine if we didn't beat Grimsby tomorrow, how crazy that would be. That wouldn't even be a conversation. That would be a madness. Imagine if we didn't beat them tomorrow. Roma in for Malaysia now, according to Jacobs. Did you just say that just now, yeah? Because he said that ages ago, didn't he? He said that ages ago, but he hasn't, nothing ain't come from it though, recently. He said that ages ago. You know what I'm saying? He's not for sale in the final week of the transfer. The player has not asked to leave. Yeah, he said that time ago. Cole Marino. I don't care. Where's the CM? With Eric Ten Hag and Amrin, we saw excuses and reasons for not playing players. At least RVN, with the players wanted to see. Yeah, he did. But you got to remember, everyone's got their own system. Van Nistelrooy was just playing counter-attack. You just had Ugarte and Casemiro, 2 DMs. So you can't really get past to the back line. Bruno, bam, easy. But then when he went to Leicester, he broke the record for the most losses in the league in Premier history. 9 losses on the bounce, and he got sacked. So some people wanted him to stay forever. Bro, it might not have worked forever. Do you know what I'm saying? It might have been too defensive. Who knows? If we did lose to Grimsby tomorrow, what is it for Amrin? Bro, it's long. It's long, bro. It's long. I don't want to talk about it. Grimsby mascot is a big fish. There's no player without a price, but even Mainoo can leave on loan because, bro, he's fighting with that bro for that number. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but come on. They won't sell some of that Mainoo when they know it will be mental. And I think they can see him for the future. I think Wilcox, yeah? Wilcox is a baller. He knows players. Look at everyone we're linked with. We're linked with a lot of ballers. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? So I think it's crazy, man. Manager now giving Sesko, Maguire. Every team in the Prem knows our weakness in midfield. They will just cook us if we don't get a DM. That's what the Fulham guys were saying. But they was moving like they won the game. And they only got in through our midfield once when they actually made something out of it. So I don't know, man. It sounds like the whole Mainoo thing being sold is because of the contract situation, not that he's not playing. It's that, and it's because he's not playing. So it's like, come out with it now. It's the best time. That's what it is. He's not playing. Bruv, I was at the Fulham game. When it finished, Mainoo stood there for about 10 minutes, him and Xerxes. Chris Wheeler's got a video as well. They stood there in the middle, and the Fulham guy that was cutting the grass had to go up to him and say, yo, can you go inside? So all these little things add up, and the journalists, they got to get paid, bro. So you're right though. It's because of the contract situation as well. If he signed the contract, we wouldn't even be talking about him. 100%. Aaron tomorrow will not insert a serious starting 11. He's going to experiment something. You see one thing about Amrin, he changes when it comes to Carabao Cup. Because remember when we played Tottenham and we lost 4-3, that's the first time Bayern there played. He played some other players as well, and then Tottenham went strong. And then only in the last like 20 minutes, he brought an Ahmad and a few players, and then we was getting back into the game. Do you remember? So he actually does change up for Carabao Cup and that. So he will change the team. Ten Hag never changed. He went super strong for every single game. I remember we played Reading, beat them 3-1. He played Ericsson, who was one of our best players in that season. And Andy Carroll just gave him a mad tackle and he was out for 3 months. Remember? Joking. I agree, so Mainoo don't need another headache. I agree, so Mainoo don't need another headache. What do you mean? I don't understand what you want Mainoo to go. What, Charlie, you want Mainoo to go? Because you said, what did you say first? The whole Mainoo thing's been sold. I agree, so Mainoo. So what did someone say then? What, get rid of Mainoo? I wouldn't say sell Mainoo. No way, man. I think Mainoo, once Bruno goes, man's going to see him, man. Get a believer or someone next to him. Mate. You got any updates on Bruno going to Saudi, or is it false rumors? I think it's all false. He doesn't want to go. Ben Jacobs shut it down. I had all the updates already, but it's been shut down, man. It's all been shut down, literally all of it. So let me summarize what's happened anyway. For those that have missed it, basically that's the Mainoo stuff in front of you anyway. Let me show you what came out earlier first for Mainoo, so it makes sense. Basically, this Jamie Jackson guy, he was a fraud. He blocked me. I don't know why. I always get onto him. Probably that's why. He's saying Kobe Mainoo wants to leave. Blah, blah, blah. If you go look at the comments, everyone is saying he's a fraud in these comments. Go and look at that article's comments. Mainoo's open to leave in Man United, blah, blah. That's from Ornstein. He said it's open. Being open and wanting to leave is two different things. And then we had Sis Tony with Simon Stone. He just said that the contract extension has stalled, blah, blah, blah. But there's no suggestion that Kobe is agitating to leave Man United. And then Fabrizio said the same thing in the video. He said, bro, Kobe Mainoo is not happy to be on the bench and he wants to play and be part of the team like every other player. But at the moment, there have been no active talks or negotiations to leave the club. The situation still remains calm. Man United hope to speak to Mainoo and explain the situation. Done. And then obviously from that, we've had this now come out. And they said, bam, Mainoo is not for sale in the final week of the transfer window and the player has not asked to leave Man United. So forget about it, mate. It's not happening. And then obviously we've had this. This is from Sancho, still in talks with Roma. He had a video call with them. Belieber, if Man United sell Bruno, we may go in for Belieber, who is Jamie Jackson, again, the fraud. We may go in for him. That's just, I could say that. If we sell Bruno for 100 million, we could just spend that on Belieber, innit? I could say that to you lot right now. So that's what he's saying. He's not saying 100% nothing. He's just saying we may. And this is the shots in the league right now. Man United are fourth. We've had fourth best shots in the league. But look at our conversion rate, 3.1%. And look at everyone else's around us. Arsenal's got the most goals in the league, and they even had more shots than us. Crazy. Crazy. But cool, that's Mainoo, that's the shots, that's Belieber, that's Sancho. And then we got Onana. There's talks about West Ham, apparently. I don't know how true this is, man. Apparently West Ham are in for him. Remember, they can see the 5 goals the other day. They're probably not rating it, my man. He wasn't happy that he got dropped against Arsenal and Fulham. And then Mark Oden says that Onana, Mainoo, and Sesko are all starting tomorrow against Grimsby. Then we got Hojlund. He says yes to Napoli. Napoli and Man United reached an agreement yesterday. 5.5 million loan deal with an option to buy. So this is the first thing I said, yo, it must be a here we go soon. Total agreement, reached for Man United. That's Sport Witness. Fabrizio has basically said the same thing. The first article said, loan with an option to buy, which becomes obligation under certain conditions. The conditions are appearances and Champions League. The first article said the same thing. Appearances, goals, above all, and Champions League. And then he just said the deal is almost agreed between Napoli and Manchester United. Final details clarified with player side, and then Hojlund can travel to do his medical. So that seems like a here we go soon, number one. Then we had Antony. Well, Betis have reached an agreement in principle to sign Antony. Talks have been over a deal where the player would eventually move permanently. So the same type of thing. A loan, and then after a while, you could be permanently moved. Sam C said that they bidded earlier, blah, blah, blah. They made the bid, and then Romano obviously said this face-to-face talks took place on Monday and today as well. So they might have took place today, and then agreements happened already, or it's very close. Either way. So that's here we go too soon. And then we had the boy Lammens. And then it's all the talk about Galatasaray coming in and hijacking it. And there's a race going on. I put this out there and some people are saying, it's bullshit, whatever. No way. We've got Lammens. It's done, whatever. And then obviously Chris Wheeler, he's an English-based guy, innit? He's come out and basically said the same thing about that as well. And he said that there's an ongoing race, blah, 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 and that they were trying to hijack it because they've outbidded us, basically. So Lammens has been outbidded. They've outbidded us for Lammens, but Lammens only wants Old Trafford. So we'll see what happens with Lammens, man. That seems like here we go free. And Michelle, who is very reliable, I would say he's very reliable. Let me show you lot anyway, the outbidded for those that ain't seen it. This is what Chris Wheeler's come out and said, that apparently we've been outbidded by Galatasaray. This is what's taking so long. Because we should have got the here we go the Fulham day, mate. We should have got the here we go then. But it's understood that Galatasaray have outbidded United for Lammens, but he only wants Man United. He only wants Old Trafford. So that's what's stalling, that they've got another price that's been happening now. So they might have gone 25 million euros and we're only saying 20. So we're waiting for Galatasaray to basically read the room. Lammens don't want to come there, walk away, and they say, yo, bro, we say now. 20 million, you said you'll accept it, we saying. So that's what it seems like it is with the Lammens stuff. And then obviously after that, we had Michelle come out, like I said, he's come out and said 48 hours we should sign Lammens. And he's reliable, mate. I'll tell you that now. Michelle, when he speaks, you listen sometimes. He said we're very optimistic that we could finalize the deal within 48 hours, the next 2 days. So we'll see with that, man. We'll see with that. So that's Lammens there. Then we had some stuff about Garnacho, of course. It's gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. 35 million is what they're offering, etc. So that's the situation with Lammens. And then obviously I showed you that Fabrizio, how much times he's tweeted about this Chelsea thing and Garnacho. Every single one of these articles is different. They might have the same picture, some of them, but they're different articles. You can look at all of them. It's crazy. I'll get a few of these comments quickly. It's madness. I agree. Sell Mainoo. Don't need another head back. That's why it ended off. Amarin will start Cheeto to Marfile. You reckon Cheeto will start Cheeto instead of Zexi and Zesco? Hey, no way, man. Cheeto's playing with the under-18s, man. Big match. Big up yourself, double, man. Very cool. Good point. Other teams will target our midfield, no doubt. I'm going to need to strengthen somehow. I reckon we get a midfield, man. We make some of these sells, and it seems like here we go can come from any one of these places. I reckon we will get midfielder, man. Hojlund goes. Antony goes. Garnacho goes alone. We can go out there and get a midfielder. I think that's what we're waiting for. Yeah, I want him gone. Look at my formal post about Mainoo and his 180k contract. I don't know if that's true, though, man. I think they were talking about that. That's been coming up, but I don't know if that's true. I saw the little report. I know what you're talking about, though. I saw the reports. I saw the reports still. I don't know, though, man. I was confirmed United can spend up to 150 million without any PSI issues. So why haven't we made any more signs? That's what Indy Kayla said, didn't it? So I don't know. It's a weird one, but we'll see, man. Maybe we want to sell some players now. We bought how much players? Everyone was saying we have to sell off them Bruno. And then we bought Sesko. And then now we're buying Lammens. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe we do buy someone, but we want to make some sales first. If tomorrow Ruben Amorim starts Sesko or Kobe, it'll be a miracle. But if he benches Kobe whole game, also puts Cheeto as striker, will people eat him alive? Nah, man. I think he rotates, though. I showed you that about the Carabao Cup. He definitely rotated that time. We went there so weak. I remember. Prediction to Grimsby, personally 4-0. Man, we say this every game, man. We say this. We say 4s and 5s, and it don't happen. But I would say we have to score at least 3 goals, man. Grimsby, come on. We have to. Come Burnley game, he puts Mount as striker. Yeah. It's crazy. Amarin tactics is not working. He needs to change his tactics. By the way, on the virtue of trying out players, how about very young? Yeah, he's cold, man. That's the winner. Amarin can also try that out. Yeah. He's cold. He's cold. He's cold. He's too stubborn to change, bless. I don't mind his high-intensity football and pressure tactics. My problem is position of the players using the position. You can live later. If we get a bomber, if we get a here we go, I'll be on later. If not, I might just watch the Carabao Cup games and then chill out. Remember, I'm on at 7 in the morning sometimes now. 7 or 8 in the morning. I'm always on now. So I don't go on at late nights sometimes. But if there's a bomber, if there's a here we go, I might be on 100%. There'll be some changes against Grimsby, no doubt, but our strikers need to score and play together 100%. He hasn't got the balls to do what the Scouts did with that youngster Milton. But they're in a different position, though, to be honest with you, though, man. You understand? They've got their team set up. We're still trying to... They've got their system set up. They've won the league. We're still trying to discover ourselves. We're not even... Every game, we're still narrow. We're trying to get the win. We're trying to get a goal against Arsenal to get back in the game. Against Fulham, we're trying to win the game. You know what I'm trying to say? To be honest, Liverpool trying to win the game as well, to be honest. Man saying, sell Mainoo. Nah, that's what I'm saying. ICO, my brother. Man saying, sell Mainoo are crazy. Yeah, I'm not on that. No way, bro. Mainoo can't go nowhere. But like I said anyway, like I've just showed you, lot, for those that just came in, Mainoo ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he's here to stay. Yeah, and Dunker just come out and just said that. It's a myth. Forget about it, man. Mainoo is not leaving. It isn't for sale. All of this gas that's coming out today is for no reason. It's just hype. My man's not. He's not making the games. He's not playing. He hasn't played a single minute. I do feel sorry for him. And with Bruno having a stinker like that the other day, he should have came on for him. We should be getting all that for Belieber, but because of the bomb squad, they're screwing us over. That's what I'm saying. After the bomb squad's gone, we'll never have a season like this again. It'll probably be one player wants to go, we get rid of them, cool. But it won't be like this again, where it's 5 players that want to go. Nah, bro. And everyone that we're buying anyway, like I said, the lit it's got the most wages from everyone that we bought since the Ineos has come in. He's on 190 or something. Easy to bring on youngsters at 5-0 up, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's true. If Amman doesn't work out, though, who do you want? United, look at Eddie Howe, Newcastle, what he's done. He's doing the wonders over there, man. The way they played yesterday was different. Sorry, Mainoo does not deserve 180k. If he means he wants to leave, then out the door, he goes and even pack his bags. Yeah, 100%. You don't deserve 180k. He's only 20 years old or something as well, isn't it? No way. But I don't believe that 180 stuff, man. I don't know, man. Because it was at one stage it was close. They were close to having an agreement and then it stalled again. I don't know, man. It's weird. So weird. With 45 and 26, then I would have gone for Iriola or Glasner. After 45 and 26, I will go as now with Nalbusman. All right, people's them. That's all the news, man. That's what's happened today. Obviously, if we get a bomber, if we get a here we go, I'll definitely be back on today. If not, I'll be back on in the morning. Hit the likes, my peoples, man. We nearly got 100 likes. Don't be a hater, man. Don't be drinking that haterade. Hit the likes, my people. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all in a bit. Love.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat. They're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up? Let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat. I'm more loud. I said I'm more